Mic check to the gods. Mic check to the gods. It's 1 a.m. How we doing, people? How are we doing? You know how this goes. This is a late night flight. All my people, if you have your carry-ons, please tuck them underneath your seats. Make sure they're real tight because things tend to move in flight. If you have your luggage, please put them up in the overhead bins. This is a message from the flight deck. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard. But before you tuck your backpack underneath your seat, make sure you take out your vapes, your nips, whatever your vice might be. Put your trays up because I'm about to take you up to 39,000 feet at 1 a.m. Would you believe it? We got goals in different area codes, ladies and gentlemen. Goals in different area codes. Go ahead and populate them right now. Turbulence in the chat keeps the plane rocking. You know how it goes. Will Henry, do I still got to check in with you, man?
Henry, do I still got to check in before I go to Boston? You said James Jackson was responsible for the death of his girl. You try to spread that rumor around the world. Will Henry. You acted tough and untouchable because you live so far away. But we know now. What park? What county? What city? Population of 6,000. Anytime Fitness. Anytime you will see us. We want to check in before we go back to Boston. Willie! This is not a threat. We got some questions. Why the Boston hat? The lies, the act. Who are you? Why did you do it like that?
Willie.
We want to check in. We coming to your town for permission. Do remember. Hi, Willie! Hi, Willie. Well, Henry, do I still got to check in before I go to Boston? You said James Jackson was responsible for the death of his girl. You try to spread that rumor around the world. Will Henry. You acted tough and untouchable because you live so far away. But we know now. What park? What county? What city? Population of 6,000. Anytime Fitness. Anytime you will see us. We want to check in before we go back to Boston. Willie! This is not a threat. We got some questions. Why the Boston hat? The lies, the act. Who are you? Why did you do it like that?
Willie.
We want to check in. We coming to your town for permission. Do remember. Hi, Willie! Hi, Willie. Well, Henry, do I still got to check in before I go to
check
Boston?
With me. Then Boston likes me more than it likes you, J.F.K. Maybe check with me the next time you want to go there from Atlanta. Maybe check with me first. Boston likes me more than it likes you. Fuck you. Boston likes me more than it likes you, JFK. Maybe check with me the next time you want to go there from Atlanta. Maybe check with me first. Boston likes me more than it likes you. Fuck you.
Spread that rumor around the world. Will Henry. You acted tough and untouchable because you live so far away. But we know now. What park? What county? What city? Population of 6,000. Anytime Fitness. Anytime you will see us. We want to check in before we go back to Boston. Willie! This is not a threat.
Maybe
we got some questions.
The next time you want to go there.
Why the Boston hat? The lies, the act. Who are you? Why did you do it like Willie. We wanna check in. We coming to your town for permission. Do remember. Hi, Willie! Hi, Willie.
Maybe check with me the next time you want to go there from Atlanta. Maybe check with me first. Boston likes me more than it likes you. Fuck you.
You muted up.
Muted.
I said I got the crew with me tonight. Yes. Well, hey, Willie, let's take this walk at 1 a.m., though. Goddamn. Would you believe it, Will Henry? You know, Will Henry is a guy that likes to walk back and forth. Willie. He actually did a live earlier touching upon when he takes a little walk with Clubber. I don't know. That's like the bus stop live. That's what that's like. The Clubber walk, the bus stop live. Same shit, right, Kevy Kev? What up, Kevy Kev? Talk to the people.
Man, let me tell you, I think you're right. I think it's just another, I want to be like this one. And he's doing the little walk in the morning and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Will Henry. I mean, come on, man. We all know now, man. You're a fucking.
Goddamn. Well, Will Henry has a lot to say about everything, right? And now he changed his whole ways because now Karen Reed comes out. She comes out crying. She comes out thanking everybody. She comes out as herself. They all work themselves up, like I said last night. They worked themselves up as if she was going to come out and cut a promo and say, hey, fuck this one and fuck that one. But it was totally the opposite. She said something like, I miss everybody at that courthouse that I seen every day. And I don't think they know, my supporters know, that my mindset was I might not be walking back out this courthouse. And keep in mind, Will Henry, if she would have got convicted of murder, it would have been 6 months to the day on a life bid. It would have been her first Christmas, her first New Year. And here you are trashing her, thrashing her, all because we exposed your fuckery. We know where you're at, buddy. You said in your little live earlier when you were walking with your little puppy, Clubber, you said you took it as a threat. That's what you said, right, Will? We're going to get into that, Willie. Well, we're going to get into that, buddy. Let's talk about it.
I don't have that much to say. Yeah, I got an email from someone saying that six-string J.F.K was trying to dox me.
First off the bat, right? You didn't get a fucking email. You're watching right now. What email was that? What email did you get, buddy? That's a lie. You were watching. Stop fronting. Lying to your audience again. I got an email. You probably don't even you're a weirdo.
Yeah.
I was trying to dox you. Here's the thing, buddy, right? Everybody knows my name's Randy and everybody knows I'm from Lynn. Everybody knows his name's Kevin and he's from Lynn. Everybody knows Jay Brillion, right? He says his whole fucking name. And everybody knows he's from Haverhill, right? Well,
Lawrence.
Lawtown, Lawrence, but you know what I'm saying. He's out around them ways. Point is, we don't know you, man. You say you're from Tennessee. Now we know where you're at. We see you walking. We want to know who you are because you got a lot to say about where we're from. You got a lot to say about our friend. You owe us a fucking apology, my man. You owe this community apology by putting on that gimmick every night, that B hat, saying dumb shit like we need to check in, saying that you're fighting corruption. Nah, man. You went into business for yourself, my dude. You're a gimmick. Now you want to use words like doxing, and now you're playing the victim. He's trying to dox me. But you don't care, right? Come on, let's talk about it.
I'm not worried about it. I mean, if that were to happen, it would just show what kind of coward he really is. How childish are you? Like,
How childish am I? Really? See? You see how you flip that? And you turn it into like we're being, this is the crazy thing about accountability, and the crazy thing about when you're fighting. I hate to use the word bullies, but when you're fighting bullies like the gang, when you're fighting the gang mentality, these people got gang mentality. As soon as they're pushed into the corner, we're the bullies. We're the ones. How young are they? Why are they? Why do they want to come where I'm at? Why do they want to go work out where I'm at? Because we got fucking questions, Will. We're fucking mobile. You didn't know?
Yeah.
We want to take that walk with you, man. We want to walk. We want to walk that 2 miles back and forth from Anytime Fitness. You know the park you go to? I know the name of the park you go to. It's a nice park, isn't it? It's a great park. Begins with a K. Right, Will?
Okay. I know what else. I know what else starts with a K.
The funny thing is, right? The shit you act like, that's the park you go to, right? Right? It ain't about doxing you, bro. It's about knowing who the fuck you are. You ran your mouth. You said accusations about my friend, James Jackson. We're going to get into that. We don't
Yeah,
take
that's
too
fucked
kind to
up.
that. See, here's the
That's
thing.
our friend.
That's our friend. You should want friends like us. You should understand why we want to talk to you. It's just no threats. We just want to ask you questions. We want to know who you are. We want to talk to you man to man. This has nothing to do with threats. Now you go on to say you're not afraid, but let's go listen what he says.
you expect me to be afraid of you or something? Like you've resorted to threatening to come to my city and look for me? Like, for what? You know? Like, what do you think this is?
For what? For what? And look, and then he goes into this, right? See, once again, he's trying to make me the bad guy, and this is the thing he says. He tries to see. You try to shame me for rap music, right? The only person that looks at what I do as an issue is you and your racist buddy, fucking tuberculosis. Two racist pricks that couldn't stand in a room with anybody else that don't look like them.
Facts.
So you know your audience, right? You know your audience. So once again, you're trying to shape this up to your audience, but it doesn't matter. I don't give a fuck about your audience because your audience, it's 1 a.m., right? And you say that nobody watches us. It's 1 a.m. We got 205 people. I can assure you the numbers will keep going up, Will. You say words like we're tanking. You say things like this channel is on the spiral going down. You put that out there. You said the same thing about Karen Reed, but now you're not even mentioning Karen Reed. Not one stream did you play the Karen Reed discussion that she had on the Calling All Beings. You didn't go through that. Why not? Are you guilty, Will?
Yeah, and then he starts talking shit about how he wins all his YouTube battles.
Mm-hmm.
How he's the master of taking shit the fuck down.
Yeah, he's the master. That's what he thinks in his own mind. Like I told you, see, he thinks he's a superhero. He's a gimmick. He believes his own bullshit. He puts on these little weird shirts like that Slayer shirt, and he puts on the B hat, and he clicks, and he has the power when he goes behind his little desk, and he thinks he's somebody. He talks this talk. He gets amped up. The endorphin goes when the chat starts moving. They enable him. See, the chat, the people that even enabling you, they're on sucker shit too. Because let me tell you something, chat. You should enable a guy like this. Everything this guy touches turns to shit. That's why he's got something in common with tuberculosis. Everything they touch turns to shit.
Yep.
And remember, every clown show is an act.
Yep.
Clowns act. You know what I'm saying, Will?
And you say that we keep talking about you. No, see, buddy, the facts of the matter is this, Will. Are we still taking this walk, Willie? The fact of this matter,
We
you
might
killed.
have to fucking slow down because he's fucking
I'm
over
not
there
keeping up.
with his third fucking leg. Fucking.
Do you think that this is some sort of rapper beef that's taking place? No, I'm an adult. I'm a grown-up.
Are
Really?
you?
Really?
You talk shit about Mikey Crawford every other stream. You talk shit about Karen Reed, about a woman who just beat 2 murder cases in the state of Massachusetts where you're not from. Where you're not from. You're an adult. You was at her fucking court date trying to take selfies with her, and she told you to stop, and you called her a pussy. Do you remember that? When you had the bum knee? It looks like your knee's still bummed out. Do you remember that? You're an adult. See, this is the thing you try.
Or is he simping? Is he simping? Is that another part of his clown act?
It's all
What is
they
this
do.
one I'm
With them.
Sympathy?
Yeah, now we're attacking him. And you know what it is, Will? You're a paranoid fuck. You're watching right now, buddy. You're paranoid. You know you are. I met you, bro. You're a paranoid dude. The night of the Wilbur Theater, girls were coming up to you, people were coming up to you, and they were coming over to me saying, "Hey, what's wrong with Will? Is he okay?" Because you're paranoid. And when we know where you're at now, we know where you are, and you know the type of guys we are. Whenever we feel like going out to your area and catching up with you and having a conversation with the cameras on and the mic, see, you talk this shit and you're gonna say it. We're gonna go over it. You say we're making threats. See, that's a lie. If we were making threats and we were thinking about doing a crime, I can assure you we wouldn't be talking about it on the internet, right? So that goes to show everybody, disclaimer, that this has nothing to do with a crime or hurting this guy. We don't want to hurt Will. That's not what it is. We're just letting him know as much as he knows about us, he knows where we're from. Now we want to see where he's from. That's all. And we're letting everybody know, peeling the layers back, that this clown, this is who he is. He wears a bee hat. He acts like he's all for the cause. He talks about Kelsey. He talks about this. He talks about that. He rides the coattails. He's a parrot of it. There's a turtle and there's a parrot, and that's all he does. And he tries to put dirt between people and muddy shit up. That's what he does. He talks about it on his shorts. This is what he comes from. He is the drama. This is the guy that started the drama. This is the guy who stirred the whole shit up. Right, Kevy Kev?
Yeah, you stirred the fucking pot, my man. You know? And if you want someone to serve it, you fucked with the wrong people, man.
And this ain't no rap beef. This is real man shit.
You know, I'll tell you right now. I mean, coming from where I came from and where I'm from, let me tell you something, man. You talking shit about my boy James Jackson? Don't think that none of us forgot about what you fucking ran your mouth about. That shit's
No,
some
we're gonna
low ass motherfucking shit.
listen. Kevy Kev, don't worry about it. The reason why we went a little late, your man J.F.K, I was cooking. So don't worry, we're going to get into that for sure. We're going to get into that. And that's the reason why you want to talk about what type of this. You accused our boy of being responsible for the death of his fucking girlfriend.
It's insane.
We're not letting that go.
Nope.
James Jackson might not be live right now. James Jackson might not be in the room. We're his friends. He doesn't have to be in the room. We're going to take care of it.
We got his back 100.
For sure.
Exactly. And all my long gamers. And just for Will the Glera right now, people, if you're in the chat, we got 207 people in the chat. Will the Glera says this table's excuse me, this table. Well, it is a table because we're all at the boss's table. But on this channel, um, he's probably watching right now, and they're all about numbers, right? These guys are all about numbers, and they're all about um impact, right? And that's what they try to talk about. And the long game has got James Jackson back. So I need everybody, if you could be so kind, right? Let's start gifting some memberships. Let's start lighting up this chat with some super chats, right? Let's show everybody what it is. Um, and if you don't, if you can't do the super chat, just I need everybody in the chat right now to write long gamers. Just write that down right now. If you could do the super chats, go ahead, light it up like a Christmas tree.
Let's go.
Because
Let's
they're
go, people.
watching right now. They're watching right now, and this is what they need to see. They need to see that they think that they have control. They think that um that what they say is law, and we're here to tell you, fuck these dudes. You don't have to follow them. You don't have to listen to them. Jay Brilliant jumping right out there, man. He's doing super chats from behind the boards,
God damn.
lighting it up. Long game is getting lit up. We the long gamers. Long gamers are here, Glera. Becky G just gifted 5 JFK memberships. Mitzi lighting it up. Yeah, we're lighting it up right now. Do you see it? Does it look like Christmas?
Static Selector.
Yeah, we all reppin' for Boston, man. All green, everything. Brought up, we were bleeding green. You ain't got our history on we all reppin' for Boston, man. All green, everything. Brought up, we were bleeding green. You ain't got our history on
I don't think you understand what the long game of things about. Wow, Breezy just 10 JFK memberships. Holy
Static Selector.
Yeah, we all reppin' for Boston, man. All green, everything. Brought up, we were bleeding green. You ain't got our history on we all reppin' for Boston, man. All green, everything. Brought up, we were bleeding green. You ain't got our history on
damn, Aunt B gifted another 5 JFK memberships,
damn.
man. It's raining in here. Hey, you watching, Cleary? You all caught up?
Static Selector.
Yeah,
You ain't catching
Boston.
taking the shooting it.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Boston.
Static Selector.
Yeah, we all reppin' for Boston, man. All green, everything. Brought up, we were bleeding green. You ain't got our history on we all reppin' for Boston, man. All green, everything. Brought up, we were bleeding green. You ain't got our history on
It's raining over here. And what you got to understand is, right? This is the only shit you guys know, right? This is the only thing you revert to. Apologize to our James, Will, for sure. We can hear you. Thank you so much. Everybody that's making it rain in here. I mean, it's just going crazy. Long gamers. I mean, this is a real thing. You do know that, right, Will? You understand that we have full support. You see what's going on, right, Will? You're watching it. I mean, we got another 10 JFK memberships. You may as well just jump in the chat right now. Maybe we'll gift you one. Thank you so much, Breezy Girl. Everybody right now, I want to get to the presentation, but I will go back over all the super chats a little bit in a little while. I appreciate it. But this is what they think of. Right now, tuberculosis is watching. They see the unity. They see what it is. We just want to let them know that this is not a game. This is not a gimmick. This is real life shit. Y'all took it too far. You guys said whatever you wanted to say. You tried to kill our credibility. You wanted us to miss Christmas.
They
Point blank, period.
tried to cancel shit.
Exactly. You wanted to cancel Christmas on the boys to do. And now doing these little punk ass streams, nervous as shit. And listen what he says right here. What will you do if you see us? Holy shit. You see that purple chip, right? Goddamn.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Turbulence in the chat. Turbulence in the chat.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Night Shift and Nomad with the big purple chip, pink chip. Thank you so much. Appreciate everybody right now. We working too. My long gamers are here tonight. They're with me. This is not about drama. This is about right and wrong. We sat back. And we did. I think we're on episode 36 now of the Eddie O'Brien. We sat back and we took 9 days off. We did everything in our power to try to get this shit back on track. But when it was in the hands of the gatekeepers, they try to cancel us. They try to put a narrative that we're hood boogers. We're not credible. Don't listen to them guys. They're rappers. It's rap beef. And this is what he said if he sees us. So this is the guy who fights corruption, right? Listen what he says.
I even sense that that my life is in any way threatened at all, I'm gonna take the proper measures to protect myself, period.
Yeah, really? What's the proper measures? Does that sound like he's gonna fight?
If is in any way threatened at all, I'm gonna take the proper measures to protect myself, period.
You know what that is, right? You know what he means when he says that, right?
Yeah, that sounds like a threat.
Well, that's not a threat. It's a threat with this.
That's the sound of the police. That's the sound of the beast.
That's what he's talking about. That's what he's talking about. He's not talking about no street shit. That's what he said. He said, I'm a grown up. If I think my shit is in any, I'm gonna call the cops. Buddy, we're not going there to fuck you up, bro. We wouldn't even expose what we knew if we were gonna do that. So let's be clear. Anybody that's gonna spin the narrative that we're being bullies and we want to hurt him, no. We just want to let him know that he thinks he knows so much about everybody. He thinks he's this gatekeeper. He thinks he's the man. He puts on his little Superman shirt. He puts on the hat. One day he thinks he's a motorcycle rider. He thinks he's he thinks he's somebody. He thinks he's a superstar, this guy. And we just want to let him know, when you throw on that B hat, you talk about where we're from, you better hold a fucking level of respect. Period. Point blank, end of the fucking story. This ain't about who's right. I mean, this ain't about who's tough. This is about who's right and who's wrong. He turned around and put accusations out there on our friend.
Right.
And he thought it was fucking funny, and he has the nerve to say he's an adult. Regardless of the matter of what happened to Lauren Berry, he's dropping her fucking name like it means nothing.
Yep.
Her name, she's resting in peace. This girl died at 34 years old of liver failure. They put her on a list. They said, listen, we're going to put you on a list, but you got to change up your life. She didn't want to change up her life. This type of shit happens every day.
Yep. Sad, but
it is what it is. And this dude's throwing her fucking name out there like he could just do that. And he has the nerve to say that he's fucking an adult. So before you guys try to judge us and put us on Twitter and try to say these guys are full of shit, they're bullies, they're this, they're that, and you want to enable that sucker, keep in mind that dude's a sucker. That's what he is. He puts on a B hat and he puts on Superman shirts and he believes his own lies. Like I said, he's no different than a guy who believes he's the WWE champion, that he won it. You didn't win no championship. They put the belt on you. It was predetermined. This community at one time looked at you as a head of this community, and they put that integrity and said, hey, guide us to where you need to guide us. You can be the house. You can draw the crowd. You got that. You can hold the fundraisers. We believe in you. But the problem is you started believing that you deserved it. You started believing like it was work. You started believing that if it wasn't for you, and no, if it wasn't for the long gamers, if it wasn't for the people, you talk about the fundraisers. What money did you pull out of your own pocket? We understand you did the fundraisers and we get all that. And you want to act like, oh, I did these fundraisers and you did nothing. What's that got to do with anything? What's that got to do with anything? I gave money to Karen Reed out of my pocket. I didn't hold fundraisers. I don't do what everybody else does. That department was already taken care of. That was your thing. That's not my thing. But the fact is, it wasn't a hard thing to do because all you had to say was Karen Reed and the people came. And now the same person that you were holding fundraisers using her name and her prosecution to get a following, to grow your page. You want to act like your page grew because of who you are. No, your page grew because of the Karen Reed case. That's the fact. The same person who you say that's out of touch with reality, but yet she just came out on a channel and she spoke on a channel and spoke her piece. And what you do is you're the screen sharer of the year. That's all you do is screen share. That's all you do. That's your whole game. That's your gimmick. And she came out and she spoke, but yet you still haven't covered that yet and went over that. Why not? Because you worked yourself up and shot yourself in the foot. Because she didn't come out with the promo. She didn't come out with the trashing that you thought she was going to do. No, she came out. She wasn't paying attention to what you were doing. And she came out and spoke from the chest. She wasn't even, her mind wasn't even into you guys. She didn't watch your show. And she didn't watch tuberculosis show. She ain't even watching my show. She's doing her own fucking thing. She's trying to fight corruption for real. She's knee deep in it. She's right in motion. She wants to get justice for John O'Keefe. And that's all she had to tell me. That's all she had to tell me. And she tried to tell you. She tried to tell you first. And you turned your back on her. And you sided with a turtle. A turtle and a parrot. Would you believe it?
God damn.
God damn.
It's like being in Petco.
You're an adult, right, buddy? What are you going to do?
Rapper beef that's taking place? No, I'm an adult. I'm a grown-up. If
You're a
I
grown-up.
even sense that that my life is in any way threatened at all, I'm gonna take the proper measures to protect myself, period.
That's the sound of the beast. That's the sound of the police.
That's taking place now, you know? Like, what do you think this is? Do you think that this is some sort of rapper beef that's taking place? No, I'm an adult. I'm a grown-up. If I even sense that that my life is in any way threatened at all, I'm gonna take the proper measures to protect myself, period.
That's the sound of the police. That's the sound of the beast.
You fucking rat.
That's the sound of the police. That's the sound of the
Fucking
beast.
clown.
That's the sound of the police. That's the sound of the beast. That's the sound of the police. That's the sound of the beast.
Boston likes me more than it likes you, J.F.K. Maybe check with me the next time you want to go there.
Oh,
From
really?
Atlanta. Maybe check with me first. Boston likes me more than it likes you. Fuck you.
So wait a minute. What does that mean? Check with you, bro?
Boston
Yeah, well-
likes me more than it likes you, JFK. Maybe check with me the next time you want to go there. From Atlanta. Maybe check with me first. Boston likes me more than it likes you. Fuck you.
This guy, look at this B hat.
look.
on.
Boston
Oh,
likes me more than it likes.
Look at the B hat. Boston likes you more than it likes you. And then you told me I need to check in. And that's exactly what I want to do. I want to come to you and I want to check in. Because I'm planning a trip to Boston and I'm in fear for my life. I mean, Kev, you can fly out here. Jay
Yeah,
Brilliant,
so it
he's
just so
already,
happens that
Jay Brilliant's
that we're gonna
already,
meet- we're gonna meet up
Well,
with
Jay-
you so we can all come back to Boston together.
Jay Brilliant's already out in Tennessee. So he's already there. So we got to go to him. He's got the telly and all that already set up. So you just got to fly out. So we're gonna meet Jay Brill. You're gonna come out.
I'm trying
and
to
then we're
get.
gonna.
I'm trying to get a pass for my horn. I don't know if they're gonna let me bring it on the plane.
Oh, they'll let you bring it on the plane.
All right.
But we need to check in before we go back to Boston.
We'll check in. All right.
Yeah, we're gonna check in. We're gonna see what's up. We're gonna ask him, like, listen, you told me to check in with you. What do I need to do to be in the, like? Is it okay that when I get to Logan, nothing's gonna happen, right?
Right.
I'm all right, right?
Yeah. Is he gonna have a ride for us? Or?
I mean, he told us to check. I mean, as far as I
We're
know,
gonna check in with him to make sure it's okay to come back.
I mean,
So
as
they
far
know.
as I,
So he's gonna let somebody know that we're coming. We're coming back.
I mean, as far as I know, he runs the show, bro. Boston
Oh.
likes him more. You know, he's.
You said it.
You know,
We'll check in with him first.
What's the weather out there right now?
Like 70.
Oh, nice. So you mean I can? Right now it's snowing out here. So when I get there, I can put my other hat on when I get there. Oh, I can put my other hat on.
Whatever you want.
Nice.
It's about 63.
See, where I come from,
you can put.
you know, we have a saying, don't talk about it, be about it. You know, where I come from, you don't make noise. If you're really planning on being an actual threat to someone, well, then you don't make noise. You just fucking be that threat. You just do it. Fucking talk about it.
That's the whole point. We're
Well,
not being a
buddy,
threat.
that's the point. We're not being a threat. We want to check in with you. You're the threat. You're the Dawn, dude.
I mean, is that
We
a
want to
threat?
check
though?
in with you.
Is he threatening us that we better watch our step in Boston? They like him better?
Because all you're doing is showing how much of a fucking pussy and a coward you really are.
Oh, a pussy and a coward. That's nice wordplay right there, buddy.
Clown. You are a clown.
I bet he wouldn't say not one of those words to our people.
You are a clown. Clown.
He's an adult though, saying words like that. Pussy and a coward.
Like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not.
He's not
Where
going
I come
nowhere.
from, you call someone a pussy, that's fighting words.
Facts.
Hiding anything, you know, I'm just a guy just living my life.
You're just a guy living your life. Exactly. I mean, when we're trying to live our life, we got to check in with you, bro. You didn't think no one would find you out there, huh, man? You didn't even tell Esty where you live, bro. She knows now, though.
I don't think you realize how easily we find people.
And keep in mind, this 6-string channel has got 384 people watching right now. And we made it rain up in here. And it's 1:39 a.m. and they're all watching you, Will. And you're talking a lot of shit. Damn, bro, you're out of breath, bro. God damn, bro.
Jeez,
Take
he
a
put the
fucking
cane
breather,
down.
will you?
Looks like he didn't need the cane for this walk.
People are fucking hilarious on the internet. Like, it's a grown man, bro.
It's a grown man, bro. Yeah, I'm a grown man. You're a grown man. You told me to check in, man. Like, I'm fucking obeying what you said. That's what you said. You canceled Christmas, bro. You tried to cancel me, man. Like, I'm trying to check in with you. I'm trying to make things right. I'm trying to get back on track. I need my subscribers. I need to grow my channel. I'm fucked in the game, bro.
Yeah, man. Tried to cancel us, man.
Grown man. You think I'm gonna, like, what am I supposed to do? Like, buckle and be like pull a Crawford? My point is like, I'm not.
Pull a Crawford. Why you always talk about Mikey Croft?
Sitting here trying to perpetuate beef or anything like
You're not? Okay. You're
What?
talking about it though.
that. I'm already over this fucker. I haven't even fucking been talking about this fool.
What? You
Really?
haven't been talking about me. You talk about me every fucking live. That's the problem with you, bro. You talk about me when you think you could drop my name anytime you want, and it's okay because you think you're the gatekeeper. You think you won that belt, bro. You didn't win shit. It's all scripted. Your man put you on. You're a parrot. You're a parrot with a wrench. You ever see a parrot with a wrench in a turtle chat? It's
Huh?
pretty fucking wild. A parrot with a wrench in a turtle chat. God damn.
What'd you do? Did you tell TB? Huh? That, oh, I'm good at this, TB. I'll take care of this. I used to do this shit where I came from before. I win these battles. Let me show you how it's done. Well, you ran your fucking mouth a little too much.
To the wrong people.
You know, like I've been staying on task here.
You've been staying on task. Okay, what
To
task? Let's
raise
listen.
awareness on things that matter.
You're raising awareness on things that matter, like Kelsey Fitzsimmons. You should, after what you said about Karen Reed, you should not be talking about Kelsey Fitzsimmons. That's not your criteria. You're talking about postpartum. You're talking about a woman with a baby, right? You're talking about marriage. You're talking about an established person with a career. You shouldn't. You can't. You don't take none of that serious. You don't take Karen Reed's 2 murder cases serious. How the fuck could you take Kelsey Fitzsimmons serious, bro? Seriously, like you use her thumbnail as a way of getting traction to your channel.
Mm-hmm.
When you take them walks back in time, back and forth from Anytime Fitness. That's what you do. And then you put on a Superman shirt and you try to be creative and you try to control your little crowd that you have of these vile people. You don't even know your audience. Why don't you take a trip to Beantown, bro? Why don't you come to North Andover? Wouldn't that make sense? You're not even from this area. Wouldn't you want to go to where Kelsey's from? It would make a lot of sense for you to go to where Kelsey's from because you're not even from there and just go walk around. Wouldn't that be a glare out in North Andover, seeing what it's like in North Andover? Did you ever think about that? No, you don't want to do that. That's why we're going to come out to you. We want to see where you're from. We want to see how you live. We want to see what it's like out there, where you draw your inspiration from. Hey, Kelsey, you're home now. You watching, Kelsey? Kelsey, are you all caught up? Got 400 people in the chat. Well, maybe one of them is Kelsey Fitzsimmons. Would you believe it? And maybe Kelsey will come out and say, I don't want that clown covering my case. He's the same guy that uses see you next Tuesday. And you just said you're going to call the cops on us. That's what you said. Because protecting yourself, what the fuck are you going to do? Protecting yourself. What are you going to do? So that's not what the type of time we're on. So we know you're not on that type of time. You're brittle. You trip over your own fucking feet. So we know you're not on that type of time. So what type of time are you on? 911. Fighting corruption.
He's out there running around with his cane. Shouldn't he have a handicap sign hanging off his fucking neck?
God damn. Oh, shit.
Dumb shit. You know? Like, okay. So you found out what city I live in. Cool.
You found
You sound real nervous to me. Listen to
out
this.
what city I live in. Cool.
It is pretty fucking cool, to tell you the truth, buddy. Let's all get a close-up to the boys. It's pretty cool, buddy.
Yeah.
Nobody knew. You were fucking hiding. You were a superhero. It's like Batman. Batman had a bat cave. What did Superman have? He went up to, where'd he go? He flew up in the sky or something, like with icicles and shit, right? He always wears a super.
He stayed away from kryptonite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. They didn't know he was a superhero. Now, are you Spider-Man? Captain America?
Yeah, and he walks around like he's the Penguin in Batman, but he's really a fucking parrot.
God damn.
You know? Cool.
cool.
I'm supposed to be scared?
I don't know. Should you?
You sound scared.
Like,
What?
people literally know where Turtle Boy's house is. You know what I'm saying?
Why you got to name drop Turtle Boy, man? Why do you always revert back to the turtle? People know where Turtle Boy's house is. Yeah, nobody's going by his fucking house, because if you do that, you know for a fact the cops are getting called on you. That's a fact. He'll be the first one to tell you. Turtle Boy wrote more fucking statements. I mean, that's what he did. That's why. I mean, come on, that's a fact.
And, like, you don't see this dude freaking out.
Wow, so draw inspiration from him. You don't see him freaking out. Draw inspiration. So you shouldn't freak out either. But the thing is, see, TB didn't tell me, tuberculosis didn't tell me this. He didn't tell me to do this, because if he did, I would ask him.
JFK, maybe check with me the next time you want to go there from Atlanta. Maybe check with me first. Boston likes me more.
Well,
than
Henry,
likes
do I
you.
still got to check in
Fuck you.
before I go to Boston? You said James Jackson was responsible for the death of his girl. You try to spread that rumor around the world. Will Henry. You acted tough and untouchable because you lived so far away. But we know now. What park? What county? What city? Population of 6,000.
You know?
Anytime Fitness. Anytime you will see us. We want to check in before we go back to Boston. Willie! This is not a threat. We got some questions. Why the Boston hat? The lies, the act. Who are you? Why did you do it like that?
Willie.
We want to check in. We coming to your town for permission. Do remember. Hi, Willie!
Hi, Will.
Willie. Well, Henry, do I still got to check in before I go to Boston?
Willie, what are we doing, Willie? Willie, let me tell you something. You know how this all can go away? You're watching right now. Are you all caught up, Willie? I know Aunt Deb. Aunt Deb was in the chat last night. She's probably watching. He's probably watching. Aunt Deb likes the show. Told me before she likes the show. Aunt Deb, you out there? Mic check to the gods. You out there, Aunt Deb? I got me a phone too. It's actually not a phone though. It's actually a
Mic check to the gods. Mic check to the gods.
It's actually a sunglasses case. Pretty sure it's pretty dope, right? It's for my whack ass sunglasses that Willie DeGlera says that cliche. We're about to get into that. Aunt Deb, who's out there, man? Aunt Deb out there. Nurse Kim, you out there? Mic check. Nurse Kim, are you there? Who's there? Where's the creators at? Don't be afraid. Jump in the chat. Say what up. If any creators are out there, jump in. Say hello.
Yeah, don't be shy.
Oh, you know, what's the other girl's name? Machado. She says she comes through. Where's she at? Say what up, Machado.
Yeah, what up?
Isn't that the one that
You guys
thinks
at?
she's cute?
Oh yeah, she's loving this show though. You know tuberculosis is watching.
Absolutely.
Oh, he's watching. DB, what's up, buddy?
Your fucking parrot wants a cracker.
God damn. Let's get into some more shit, this clown says. Yeah, he's probably recording it. Tuberculosis.
Yeah. Fucking wiretap.
Took the words right out of my mouth, Kevy Kev.
Sits in J.F.K's chat watching those clowns move their heads from side to side, dancing for hours, and it's embarrassing. It wasn't, though, before, because they brought good vibes. clowns move their heads from side to side, dancing for hours, and it's embarrassing. It wasn't, though, before, because they brought good vibes, man. That shit was cool. I loved to be part of it, man. I really did.
Yeah.
I loved their channel.
You did love the channel, but what? Look at how this dude is. Look, he puts this hat on. He thinks he's in a biker gang when he puts this hat on. He switches it up. This fucking dude couldn't even drive a motorcycle.
Yeah, we to be honest with you, I
He
really
couldn't
didn't
even
like,
hold it up. He couldn't
I
even hold
really-
it up.
I really didn't like when he came in and danced. He kind of looked like the odd duck, you know.
Yeah, he wasn't. He invited himself too.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, he snuck in the back door.
I really did, because it wasn't about that bullshit. It was not about
Uh-huh.
that bullshit. But it wasn't enough for them.
it wasn't enough for us. What? The thing is, buddy, we didn't buddy up with you. When we realized there was some fuckery going on, we stood 10 toes down. We wanted to get down to the bottom of it. That's all. We just wanted the truth. We didn't like being lied to. Do you remember lying to me, Will? Remember lying to me, saying you didn't know nothing about a phone call, nothing about recorded call. There was no recordings. Remember lying to me? Then you wanted to dance after. So the whole time we were dancing, and I was DJing, and you were dancing and lying. So let's figure that out. You're a liar who dances. And that wasn't even dancing. You were so trash, man. You were borderline suspect.
They had their
And
little
then it-
place. They just didn't know that their little place was as far as they go.
Really? It was the far as we go. So, and what else about my channel? Talk about it.
And so they tried to go further.
Oh, okay.
And when they tried to go further,
Oh, really?
they started acting like assholes.
Oh.
And then they got exposed for it.
Oh, we got exposed. Kind of like how you're getting exposed right now.
That's all that happened here. That's why their channel is tanked.
Oh, really? It's tanked? Well, let me tell you about this cup of coffee. Can we talk about this cup of coffee? You got a cup of coffee there, Kevy Kev?
Yeah, I got a cup of coffee.
What type of coffee did you get?
Oh, I got a home brew with some market basket cups. You know.
Oh, it's a MB cup.
Yeah.
It's not a. Well, you should
And-
get the MW cup for Mark Wahlberg. You can't get the MB.
Oh,
The MB,
wow.
it's forgery.
Oh, goddamn. Goddamn. What?
What type of donuts
What?
do you got? You talking to the coffee cup, Kevy Kev?
Oh, really?
Wow. It's a cute
Wow.
coffee cup. It's a sporty looking coffee cup.
It just said something.
What did it say?
It said, acting like
Huh?
an asshole's better than smelling like an asshole.
Oh wow. Can you do something for Will DeClara real quick? Can you hit him with something?
Hold on.
Hello?
God, dude.
Hello? Hello?
Damn, you got your phone. He got his horn. I need to find something.
Oh man, hey, look at him. He's a gimmick. He puts on this hat, he puts it real down. He acts like he got a bike. That motherfucker wouldn't even be able to hold a bike. He
You
just
don't even know how
fall
to
over.
fucking start it.
He'll break his other leg.
Yeah, man. And if that goddamn and listen, man, if that electric start fails and he has to kickstart it, man, he definitely
He's
would break
wild.
his leg.
Remember, May JFK. Remember Chicky? Remember Chicky had the 3-wheeler.
Chicky with the 3-wheeler?
That's what he needs. Chicky. Remember Chicky?
Chicky had the
To hang out in the
3-wheeler.
commons.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He used to drive around everywhere, man.
Yeah,
That dude was around for years, man.
we could get him a 3-wheeler like that. You know,
For
with
sure.
a saddlebag.
Let me hit this button.
That's why nobody gives a fuck. And that's why the good stuff they were doing before now.
Like, what am
Say
I?
what you gotta say.
I'm supposed to jump off the internet? Stop talking?
I mean, that's a thought.
Yeah, disappear like you did in the other fucking community. You fucking tried to ruin.
That's a
I'm supposed to end my campaign against my campaign on free speech and against.
Oh,
I
really?
thought it was
against
fighting
corruption?
corruption.
Yeah, he's fighting corruption and free speech. Well, see, it's free speech when it comes to he wants to be vile. Like I said, you can have free speech, but you don't have to tolerate being a piece of shit. And you're a piece
Right.
of shit. So we're not tolerating your shitty moves, your shitbag status. You're on shitbag status. You know what I mean? Straight up.
We're up to 430 people in the chat.
Oh yeah,
This
we're moving.
keeps climbing.
Well, they like
Keeps
the horn.
climbing.
They love Kevin Kev's horn.
They like the fucking horn.
I think they like your phone too, JFK.
Thank you, great friend.
Because
Let's hear what he had to say here.
because your feelings got hurt because you got
My feelings got hurt. My feelings didn't get hurt, buddy. If you didn't know, my life's been great. I ain't crying. Hold on. Just for that, my feelings got hurt. This is what motivates me
You're
every
a little
day.
man, and your life will always suck because of
Yep.
you. You're a rat.
You.
And you're not
Rat.
ruining my life because my life is still
Nope.
fucking good.
That's
Unlike
right, Mikey.
yours.
Yep.
And that's the best revenge. My life is going to be good, and yours is going
Right.
to continue to suck because you're a piece of shit. You'll turn
That's
on your
right.
friends. You don't even know what friendship
Uh-huh.
is. You're a rat.
Talk to him.
I ain't
Uh-huh.
crying.
I ain't
I'm
crying.
laughing.
That's who motivates us, bro. We ain't crying. Mikey Crawford's our boy, bro. And you talk shit about him. We don't take too kind to that, man, because Mikey don't deserve that shit.
Not at all.
And then you buddied up with Mikey Crawford. So there was a space in time where they were beefing, right? And then but when she got found not guilty, his shit, he didn't know what to do. So he ended up apologizing to Mikey, and he went on Mikey's show. And then he went right back to the drama because he thought that's what he had to do for political. He realized he was the odd man out with the B hat on. So for a political move, he went on Mikey's show to keep the peace, right? And then he realized hooking up with TB, as long as I'm underneath TB, I'm good because TB's audience is his audience. He's a parrot. That's all he does. He talks about that free speech shit because that's all TB talks about. But TB doesn't want the drama no more. He doesn't want the drama. He's not going to save you. He's not going to do a 3-hour live about us. He doesn't give a shit no more. You're on your own, Willie. You do know that, right?
got exposed on the internet for being a cunt.
Oh, we got exposed on the internet for being the C word. Nice language. Then what else happened? What else happened?
Because you had
Okay, keep going.
fucking Karen Reed on.
The fucking Karen Reed? Huh. Ooh, that name bothers you, huh?
Yeah, but
And
every
it's still
fucking every live he does, he's got fucking hashtag Karen Reed. He's got to have her name up there.
Mm-hmm.
Look at his face, how disgusted he is when he says her name.
fucking Karen Reed on, and
You're disgusted, huh? When you say her name?
it still didn't do shit for your
Oh,
fucking views or your
Oh, really?
subscriber.
Oh, okay. So wait a minute. So you think because you got subscribers that has traction? That's not true. You can have a lot of subscribers, and your subscribers could be fake. You do know that, right, there, Willie? You could have bought some subscribers. You could have bots. You know, I could do that too, right? I could go to Google and I can buy some bots and up my shit to 30,000 too. You know, and people would believe it, right? You know, people do that all the time for the perception, right? So you're all about this thing about subscribers. This is a small channel. We got 16,000 people, right? Almost 17,000 subscribers, right? And we got 458 people in the chat at 2 a.m. I would say it's okay. I would say it's all right. And whether it was 100, that's still okay. That's still a whole plane. You do know this is an airplane, don't you? And we count the souls on board. Regardless of how many people on the plane, we still got to get people to their destination. We ain't worried about all the bullshit. We're trying to get people to the destination, regardless of how many people board this flight. But that's all you care about. And you seen earlier today, you seen them lighting it up, right? You want to see them light it up again? You want to see Will? Watch this shit, Will. It's like magic and shit. Watch this. Hey, let's give some memberships for Willie. Hey, Willie, check this out.
Static Selector.
Yeah, we all reppin' for Boston, man. All green, everything. Brought up, we were bleeding green. You ain't got our history on. We all reppin' for Boston, man.
still watching? You all caught up?
Yeah, you all caught up?
I think that's the best shit you ever came up with, is that.
You want me to give it to him?
Go ahead, brother. Oh, look at this. Look at this. God damn. Becky coming through. She gifted 5 JFK memberships.
God
Cass
damn.
Pajamas, 5 JFK memberships. Would you believe it, Will? Look at this. Breezy
damn.
Girl gifted 10 JFK memberships. I mean, what are we Will, do you see it? Are you all caught up, Will? It's like magic, man. They like this channel, man. I appreciate the gifts, man. You all caught up, Will? Go ahead. Hit him with it, brother.
Yeah. Will Henry, are you all caught up?
Long gamers, I appreciate y'all. Go ahead, keep talking, Will.
Following?
How about like hoodies? I got one for you, dude. Like,
okay, let's talk about this. You got a hoodie, right? He's talking to James Jackson right here. Ladies and gentlemen, parental discretion is advised. He's talking about James Jackson right here. This is the adult. This is the adult. He's talking to James Jackson. You don't have to like James Jackson. That's fine. But why cancel him and why put a narrative out? But go ahead. Let's listen to what he said about James Jackson.
Like a hoodie with a fucking with a syringe and a chalk outline and text that says wasn't me. What about that? Huh? A dull syringe, a chalk outline of a body, and wasn't me. I feel like that would sell like a motherfucker, dude. Like, I mean, amazing, bro. Like, what does that say about you, James Jackson? As wasn't me. Hoodies, I got one for you, dude. Like a hoodie with a fucking with a syringe and a chalk outline and text that says
You are a
wasn't
clown, a clown. You are a clown, a clown.
me. What about that?
What about this? What about that? Is that you, Will? Roane County. That's actually the highway you were walking up to, buddy. Right? Isn't that the highway you were walking up? It's right by Dollar Tree and shit.
Yeah, fucking looks like he's fucking.
Yo, listen, after hearing that sweater comment, if he ever sees me, I might catch a charge for James Jackson, bro. I don't like what
shit.
he said. Straight up.
Well, yeah, well, it goes, it's horrible. He thinks it's a fucking joke. He says he's an adult. Ladies and gentlemen, he's the one that said we got to check in. We just want to talk to him. We want to know, what does he mean by that, right? You know, he said this shit. Him and his boy, tuberculosis, said this. Tuberculosis, you owe this community an apology. You too, my man. You owe this community an apology. You owe James Jackson a fucking apology. You owe this community apology. The way you guys acted, the way you handled this, you guys were supposed to be the big dogs. You guys all about subscribers, right? That's it. He had 40,000. He has 150. But you guys didn't act like it. You guys acted like you had no fucking subscribers. You acted like you didn't have an audience. You guys did whatever you wanted. You guys had no level of respect. And the crazy part about it is you don't mind curating the chat to enable you. And that says a lot about your chat. See, my chat wouldn't let me go out like that. There's people in my chat that sometimes say JFK. Don't do that. Don't say that. And I respect them. And I always apologize. I always ask my chat, am I okay? Am I doing all right? How am I doing? How many times do I put that up on the screen? How am I doing, chat?
All the time.
All the time, because I want to know the feedback, because it matters. And I want to say to a woman, Elizabeth, too. She was in the comments of the Eddie O'Brien. She had a great point, and I think that in the comments in one of the videos, she probably thought I was being an asshole, but I really wasn't. but I did mess up, because when Marty, and credit to Kevy Kev, I missed it. She said I wasn't on my A game, and I took that. I'm not gonna lie, I took that as like a slight a little bit, but after reading it, I don't think she really meant like any harm by it. And maybe, and I'll be the first one to admit it. Maybe she was right. Maybe I wasn't on my A game. I thought I was. I really did. And then I went back and watched the video, and I said, "Well, damn, maybe she was right because I missed it when he was talking about I got." He said, I got section 35," and I thought I heard him say I was 35. And then Kevy Kev was like, he got sectioned. And I said, nah, Kevy Kev, stop, stop, stop. We got to get the age down pat, because it was so important to me in my mind. What I was thinking, like, we need to make sure we get the age down pat and that space and time if he has anything to do with the actual crime. You feel me? So
I
my
was telling
mind,
you that a little while later too, that he was saying he was 35, not 20, at
yeah.
27, not 35.
And I kind of jumped the gun because my mind was like, we need to get this out, because he already leaked that one part out when he said that he was at the house in 19, well, she was at his house in 1995, a couple, within a year or whatever before, the red rum went down with RIP Janet Downing. So she was in the comments, and and the point is, I'm a human, and I said in a post for Christmas on my YouTube channel, every live I try to do better. This live right here is not about drama or trying to hurt Will. I don't want to hurt this guy. I got too much shit going on for myself to hurt this guy or do anything. And even though Jay Brill's mad, I wouldn't let Jay do that. I would say, nah, don't do it. But this is a guy who says he's an adult. These are the guys who had the subscribers. These are the guys that, they were the gatekeepers of the community, and they decided to spread these narratives and try to kill our credibility and try to cancel Christmas. Right, Kevy Kev?
It's right. And this shit's coming from a guy that got canceled out of another fucking community for the same fucking shit. He don't talk about that. Oh, I was, I had to remove myself from this bullshit, bro. Let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you this. People have reached out to me in regards to your situation in your other community. They'd like to speak too. You think they don't know what the fuck's going on? They don't see your swerve show over here, my friend? They'd love to speak and give a little clarity on what type of fucking vile person you are.
Want to be Willie, but he would never be. All the gifted memberships. Thank you so much. Cat's Pajamas, Becky, Breezy, holding us down. Donnie Not Wahlberg's in the house. Are you making fun of the family? Nah. If it wasn't for you, Donnie, I wouldn't be shit. And H. Do said, give me, he's a clown. Yeah, I got you on that. I got you. I got you on that for sure.
You are a clown. A clown.
You want to do the honors? Willie is such a moron. Keep doing what you guys do best. Will needs to mind his own. Get off repeat. Get a job, Will. Became a YouTube member. Diane gifting the memberships. Ren, we pulling up in a Sprinter van with a huge booger on the hood, and Kevy's homie, the clown pillowcase, for real. Proud to be a long gamer, and we're proud to have you for sure. It's laughable he thinks he's worth jail time. You're speaking on his lies. Nobody's threatening that clown. Exactly. Marisa, the animal lover.
He'll know it's real when it's fucking 6 a.m. and I'm out front going,
Hell yeah.
We're here.
Appreciate everybody. Let's get into a little bit more what he says right here.
a
He
dull
laughs.
syringe, a chalk outline of a body, and wasn't me.
So funny,
I
huh?
feel like that would sell like a motherfucker, dude. Like, I
Wow.
mean, amazing, bro. Like, what does that say about you, James Jackson?
What is this? What about this little rant you just went on about James Jackson? What's this say about you?
With me, then Boston likes me more than it likes you.
You
JFK.
are a clown.
Maybe check with me the next time you want to go there.
You are a clown. You are a clown.
From Atlanta.
Look at him. He's staring right into the camera with the B hat on.
Maybe check with me first.
Oh, I thought you didn't want the drama. I thought you was a grown adult. You just told me to check in with you. I want to check in with you. I mean, I'm telling you, my dude, I need to check in with you. You're the big dog. It's like the mafia and shit. You got to check in, different territories and shit. So you heard what he just said about the sweatshirt, right?
That's fucked up. That's some fucked up shit. And that's what I'm talking about. This motherfucker, he wants to take it to a different fucking level, man.
You don't want that smoke, bro. You really don't. No. Like he likes to like. I haven't fought in so many years because
Karen Reed was.
It's just not worth it no more. But dude, that dude right there, I don't know. Maybe I need to let some aggressions out on him because I don't like him.
I think if you just yelled at him, I think if you get the
Aiden brought the
opportunity
receipts.
to
Let's
just
just call
yell
it
at
what it
him.
Karen Reed was so fucking obsessed with fucking being pissed at Turtle Boy for whatever fucking reason she's pissed at Turtle Boy. Ends up falsely accusing people of something with no fucking proof.
With no proof, huh? She called you and asked you a question, and you knew exactly what was going on. TB ratted you out, bro. He said you called him right after she called you. And he says, oh, there was no recording. You know you guys talked with no proof. And why is he so mad at Turtle? Why is she mad at Turtle Boy? Because he wants to try to dictate how things are going. He wants to treat her like, you know, he wants to act like he can control the situation, and she just ain't having it. And she don't like his attitude. And she counted on you to be a neutral person. She counted on you to look out for her. Who else was she gonna turn to? You seen the video, right? You seen it, right, Jay Bro, when she came on the Calling All Beings?
Yeah, I seen it. I watched it the night it happened.
Did it
and
seem
then
like
I seen it on yours.
Did it seem like she was this ungrateful chick? Did it seem like everything he says?
Hell no. Hell no. That woman, she sounded like the most grateful woman. I don't know, like I can't hear. When it comes down to it, is she supposed to really text, email, or call 30,000 or however million people that supported her? People are fucking crazy. She did it right in front of the court when she got out and thanked everybody publicly. That was good enough for me.
Hey, Will the Glera, we got 500 people in the chat, buddy, at 2:15. Keep talking.
I see.
Great job.
Great job.
Fantastic.
Thank
Brilliant.
you.
Issue that people have taken is that she has shown her support.
Now, keep in mind, he's about to talk shit about Karen Reed, but keep in mind the picture that he got pulled up of her parents. He's talking shit about Karen Reed with the pictures. He's talking about Mikey Crawford, and in that photo, I mean, the screen share, it's Bill Reed and Karen's moms. And listen to this, dude.
Supporters, not only a lack of gratitude, but almost, I mean, she basically spit in their faces. Everyone's. This is not deniable. This is not something I enjoy pointing out and saying out loud, but it is a fucking fact.
Karen Reed completely and totally spit in the faces of her supporters. That
What?
The fuck are you talking about?
Fucking idiot.
You see the narratives that this dude now. Okay, so now she's spitting the faces up, but you're still not answering the question, Will. And all the people, 511 people in the chat, whether you fuck with JFK, you like JFK, you don't like JFK. Karen Reed went on the Calling All Beings last Friday, 1 week ago today, and she spoke to everybody. Why hasn't he spoke about that? What's his take on it? Why did he fall back, not saying anything? He had so much to say when she was silent. Now that she said something, he's not saying anything because he doesn't want to be this guy. Because he was hoping, he was praying that fundraiser went to shit. He was hoping that they didn't. And when he's speaking this, he's predicting that she's not going to make any money, and he's kind of siding with the ops. And when I say ops, I mean the opposition. That might be a new school word, but it's
You know,
actually an old.
you know. Let me speak on something real quick.
Go
Like
ahead, brother.
this motherfucker right here, he would never ever have the shit that Karen Reed had.
Mhm.
All right, and I watched that video when she came up and spoke on that panel. And you want to know what I seen? I seen a woman still afraid of getting locked the fuck up.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
All right. And let me just tell you this. She was stripped of all her independence,
Mhm.
everything. She can't
Mhm.
drive. She don't have a fucking home.
Mhm.
For 2 years, she's been
Mhm.
fucking emptying her pockets, getting the support. People have been funding her. That's right. People believed in her innocence. And she was stripped of everything that she had, everything she worked hard for.
And everything you're saying is on point, but here's the point I'm trying to make to the 530 people that are watching right now, whether you like us or you don't. If it was up to this guy right here, Karen Reed would be canceled. If it was up to him, he would say fuck her. They want
He
it to
already
be
did
another
say fuck
movement.
her.
Yeah, he already did, but you know what I'm saying? He was hoping that when TB, I don't want no drama, but set the fundraiser up on the same night. And then
Right.
went into kayfabe, right? And when I say kayfabe, he went into character, like, "Oh, we don't want no drama. Go support that if you want." And then he sided with the ops, saying because she went on a hood booger radio or she didn't thank, she's ungrateful. She never went on TB and she never went on his channel and never to their liking. And he goes on to say more that she lost all credibility with her fans. Um, and it wasn't a fact, like he says, that was just his opinion.
Right.
And he was hoping that she failed. And he was siding with, at that point in time, whether he likes it or not, this is a fact. He's siding with Higgins. Every time he talk, anytime someone on this side that believe in Karen Reed's innocence talks shit about Karen Reed in a way, saying she's ungrateful, that type of wordplay, it feeds right into the Higgins, the Brian Albert. It makes us look really weak, and
Mm-hmm.
it's you siding with them because it's like, well, what's the other layer to that? She's ungrateful. Okay, she turned down all her supporters, and then what else did she do? What else did she lie about? You know what I mean? It's like a question mark to the other side because whether you like it or not, and Karen knows this, there's a lot of people who think Karen got away with murder. There's a lot of people who think that. Just like there's a lot of people who are watching right now that think tuberculosis is a good guy. There's a lot of people who are watching right now that think Will. They can't wait to tag Will. They can't wait to say, Will, they're fucking hood boogers. They want to be rappers. They live in their car. He's a junkie. They can't wait to say all the obvious cliche shit. But this guy is not looking at the seriousness of what happened. No one ever did. That's the reason why being recorded me in a way. And I was like, because it's shady shit. After everything she went through, you're piling on. You know, it's just not the right thing to do. It's not the right thing to do, period. But after beating all the shit this girl goes through, because you want to control the situation and you want to hold it in your pocket for for leverage later down the line. And then your narrative, oh, nah, he just did it. He was never going to do that. Listen, that's the thing, Will Henry. You don't know TB. You don't know tuberculosis. Yes, he was. Trust and believe that. He was going to weaponize that sooner or later. Now he's playing, oh, I'm just a good guy, this and that. No, he ain't. Fuck him, too. It's too late for that. Apologize. We're going to check in with you. Keep going, Will.
Absolutely happened by dropping that nuke in JF Bum's chat.
I thought you don't talk shit about me. Dropping the nuke in JFK Bum's chat. Here we go again with this nuke. What the fuck was the nuke? It wasn't a nuke. She just basically said, I was recorded. The recordings exist. And content creators who I thought you will, she didn't say your name, that I thought supported me, didn't support me. And to you, it was a nuke. It wasn't even a nuke. But you wrote the narrative like it was. So, okay, she dropped the nuke in my chat, but last week she was live on a chat speaking, and you still haven't talked about it. Why?
No, it's because and you want to know something? It's because he knows deep down inside that when she mentioned there are content creators that are not willing to help, and he knows that it was him. He knows that she reached out to him.
And if he ever went back to her, helping her, he's gonna look like an idiot because he already spun off of her and talked shit about her.
Say that again, brother.
I said if he even tries to help her out again, he's gonna look like a fucking clown because he already talked all that shit about her and spun off of her, and then it's gonna make himself look like a straight hypocrite.
Fucking coward.
Fucking
ego.
Pussy.
Ego makes decisions for you, my brother. And in this rant that he's on, you got the OG right there. Dad and moms.
That 6 Stream channel was absolutely and totally deliberately trying to divide the community.
This dude with this deliberately. First, we ain't got no power, but yet we have the power to divide a community. No, at the end of the day, your fucking boy tuberculosis and his girl Meredith that he trusted did some shady shit. And the way he handles his life, because he can't handle his, he was on the ground crying. We seen the way this guy is, okay? He's not, this is what it was. He turned this into shit and he wanted to put it on our shoulders. That's all he did. And we took it and we fell back and we didn't talk about it. Now you guys don't want to talk about it. Okay. But we're not going out like that. That's not the way this is going to work. You guys are just not going to say, hey, you know what? We're just not going to talk about it no more. Life goes on. No, because you guys try to cancel us. We got 542 people at 224. And the only reason why I keep throwing that number out there, because that matters the most to you motherfuckers.
Yeah.
So we're going to keep throwing that number out there to let you know that they're watching. So what do you want to do? Apologize. Apologize to the narrative. You guys were wrong. You were fucking wrong, period. You don't have to like us. Do the right thing. Apologize to Karen Reed. By apologizing to Karen Reed, I'll take that as an apology. Maybe. Maybe not.
Deliberately and totally trying to capitalize off of Turtle Boy hatred.
And if Karen Reed gravitated towards that channel,
okay,
and started dropping rumors that she refused to back up with any proof, dropping accusations.
She refused to back up with any proof. So hold on a minute. So Karen Reed, a woman who's been fighting corruption, a woman that has a lot on her plate, that's not good enough. It's rumors. It's not rumors. He admitted that he did it.
TV had the proof, not her.
And he admitted he did it on the Meredith stream with Aunt Deb. He admitted he did it. And you already knew that. You already knew that, bro. You come to Boston, right? You're the man. You talk to him. That's your friend. You said that's your friend. One can only assume based on the moves that you fake, the motives that you fake, the motion that you fake, based on all the fakeness that comes out your mouth, one can only assume he's your friend and he tells you everything. And you believe the bullshit. And you believe these lies. You're trying to tell in the chat, you curated them, man. You got them believing that the shit that you're shoveling is actually good for them. And it's not. And people in the chat, man, think for yourselves. Listen what he says.
Which she refused to back up with any proof. Whether she drops her name in the chat and drops a comment in the chat, or whether she goes on the panel and talks to them verbally. One way or the other, she knows. And if she doesn't, she's a fucking grown woman who's in a position where she should be vetting everybody because her name is valuable. And if she chose not to, again, that is her own fault.
She should be vetting everybody because her name is valuable. She should have vetted you. And that's what we're doing right now, buddy. We vetted you. She was wrong about you. That's the reason why she didn't talk to you after that. Once she found out what you was about, she vetted you. Once she realized you just refused her and did your little giggle and sided with that dude Aiden, tuberculosis, she vetted the situation and she moved on, and you hated that. You hated that. You thought you had a chance? She smells good. I bet Karen Reed smells real fucking good, Will. I bet. You're an angry man. You put that hat on, what do you think? You think, what's that show? What's that TV show, that biker show that was around back then?
What's it called? Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah, he thinks he's in Sons of Anarchy. And he puts that hat on. Look at him. The dude got a fucking a scooter, an electric scooter, not even a 50cc. He's got a little fucking electric scooter. Look at him. Listen what he says right here, though.
She is the one that destroyed the value of her own name.
Really?
Turtle Boy didn't do it.
Oh, Turtle Boy didn't do it.
I didn't do it.
You didn't do it.
Nurse Kim didn't do it.
Nurse Kim didn't do it.
Jimmy didn't do it.
Jimmy didn't do it.
Ray from Dallas didn't.
Ray from Dallas didn't do it. So it's okay that Ray from Dallas called her the craziest names and even talked about her fucking family. You're okay with that because you created Ray from Dallas.
This fucking guy.
Do it. She did this. No.
She did this.
Nobody else did.
Okay, so now she came out. Will the Glare, are you watching? Are you all caught up? Are you all caught up? But she came out last Friday and spoke. Why haven't you talked about that? After it's all said and done, after 3 months of all this shit, she finally came out and she said something. Why haven't you spoke on it? Why? Why? The fundraiser went good. She got money. The fundraiser's moving in the up direction, not the down direction. And she did it without you. Okay, there's a fact. She did it without you. She's going to continue to do it without you. She's going to create her own channel with Nick Rocco, and she's going to be more on the stage. She's going to talk more. So when you go live one night, she might be live. And guess what? Your numbers are going to go down because your little chat are going to go over and hear what Karen got to say. Right? So you're doing everything in your power before this happened, before she made her move, before she started, the moves were being made. You know that she had something in the clip, so to speak. And you tried your best to curate your chat with your boy Tuberculosis to put cold water on it. You tried your best, but it didn't work. So now she comes out. She comes out and she talks how she was crying, how she thought she was going to go to jail, how she wasn't an athlete, how she loved the people. She had Scotty. Your man Scotty, he's in your chat every night. Doesn't he got a wrench in your chat too? He was on the fucking panel. You ain't mad at him? He representing Karen Reed. Fucking Scotty. The guy who got a wrench and a handcuff key. The guy that talks with both sides of his fucking mouth. Scotty, you all caught up? Scotty, are you all caught up? Or are you sleeping? You falling asleep? Wake up. Eat a cookie. You still got your handcuffs from Walpole State Prison? You got one on safekeep? Scotty to control. We got one on safekeep in Cambridge. Heading to Concord. Free Karen Reed. As you're sitting in Ray from Dallas's chat, and she's calling her a fucking. Little Ralphie's calling her a see you next Tuesday, and you're in the chat talking. But it didn't matter to you. You guys try to cancel Karen Reed, cancel JFK, and then you put a narrative out there that James Jackson actually had something to do with the death of his girl. And that's the biggest issue that shines to me, that you really put an accusation out there like that. And now
I have an issue with that as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
If anything, we're trying to help her save
What?
it. She is the one that destroyed the value of her own name. Turtle Boy didn't do it. I didn't do it. Nurse Kim didn't do it. Jimmy didn't do it. Ray from Dallas didn't do it.
Okay.
She did this. No.
Okay. And I did this.
You are a clown, a clown. You are a clown, a clown. You are a clown, a clown.
You name dropped everybody's name. You see what he tried to do? He tried to name drop everybody's name to bring them into it. Does Aunt Deb want you dropping her name? Does Nurse Kim want you dropping her name? The one who's going to be on court TV covering this fucking case? She needs you dropping her name? You're name dropping everybody's name to make it seem like there's another side. There's no other side. This is you in your own head. None of them want you to drop their fucking name. Even if that's what they feel, they don't want you to name drop. Why are you name dropping, homie? Look at you. What type of shirt you got on, bro? You think you're Superman again?
It's a fucking clown.
More of a super clown.
Nobody else did. If anything, we're trying to help her save it.
Trying to help save her reputation. Okay, definitely. So what happens now? So Karen Reed got to obey. So you call Karen up and say, listen, me, Aunt Deb, Nurse Kim, and I mean this with all due respect to any other creator, right? I'm not trying to do what he's doing, but I'm just talking off of what he said. All the people he just mentioned, you're going to call Karen, mention their names, and say, you need to get back with us and get back in the graces of us and listen to us. You know that's never going to happen. It's just not going to happen. You're trying to help her. You're Superman. You're trying to save the day. Okay.
Problem is that
listen to the problem. Listen to what he says. This is a big issue.
Problem is that she wanted credit for that the second she was fucking acquitted.
The second she was acquitted, this fucking piece of shit is talking about the way she handled the day she walked out that courthouse. Like she had something planned. What credit?
Because those are the words she chose to address the public with. No one has fought harder for justice for John O'Keefe than me.
Okay. She was there that fucking morning, you fucking piece of shit. Fucking putting her fucking chest against his fucking chest, trying to wake him up. Was you there? Where were you?
Hold and I'm pretty sure they fought for justice for Karen Reed, not John O'Keefe.
Where were you? Is that you walking? You need to tell your story walking. That's
Those
what
were
you
her
need to do.
words.
Yeah, those are her words.
Right?
What else? Yeah.
No one has fought harder for John O'Keefe but me than me.
Okay. What the fuck did you just do?
Than
What did you just do?
me.
Get your
Those
thoughts together. Get
were
your
her
thoughts.
words.
Go ahead. Keep talking.
He's
Right?
reading. He's reading,
Right.
bro.
No one has
He's
fought
reading.
harder for John O'Keefe
Hold
but
on.
me than
Hold
me.
on. Huh?
He's reading. He's reading off his little fucking cliff notes and shit. He's a fucking clown.
He's
It's all
fucking
an act.
sputtering. He's sputtering.
To
Listen to
state
this.
one simple fact,
Here we go.
she would have that fucking fund overflowing with money. If
So now he's talking about, now keep in mind, this is the narrative, that the fund is low. The reason why that fundraiser, whatever, that link to the money is low is because of her actions. When in fact, it really wasn't because of her actions. It was because she didn't speak to it. She got to it though, right? She finally got to it. They put it out there and they said, yo, let's throw it out there and see, what it does. Let's form it now. And, and it's already there. And then we'll add to it. It's just one less thing we got to worry about. Let's put it out there. Whatever we gather, we gather. They didn't know that the McAlberts were dropping a fundraiser. You made it the competition. They knew sooner or later it's going to add up. It was a bad timing. The rollout plan wasn't the best, but they got back to it. They adjusted some things, and everything is good. But you are saying the reason why it's not good is because of what she did that day out the courthouse.
It,
Hold on, Kev.
to state one simple fact,
Okay.
she would have that fucking fund overflowing with money.
If she would state one simple fact, that fundraiser would be overflowing with money. If she would have said what?
She had just simply said, just added on to that statement. Nobody
Added on to the statement.
has fought harder for justice for John O'Keefe except me, than me. But I could not have done it without all of your support.
She did say that.
Of course she has.
She did say that.
A couple of times. More than once, bro.
You are a clown. A clown. You are a clown. A clown.
And you're doing your best to try to cancel her. What are you doing? She did say that. Okay, so let's just say you didn't hear that when because where were you? Where were you when she got found not guilty? You were home. I didn't see you down there during the trial. You were down there. You went in there when you could sit down. I didn't see you boots on the ground. I didn't see. Every time I seen you, you was running. You were all nervous and shit when I seen you down there. You wasn't comfortable. You needed everybody to do things for you. You needed Esty to buy your sneakers, buy your little fucking queer jacket. You needed weed. You needed cigarettes. You're a needy prick. You're quirky. You're a quirked out dude. And that's the reason why you're so stressed out right now, because you know you're quirky. And you know that you try to hide. That bothers you. You're a very anonymous type of cat. And now it's out there. So now what are you going to do? You're going to double down? You're going to say, hey, JFK, check in with me, because I want to check in with you. I'm actually going to go to Tennessee, to the park with the K. It's got two names, right? It's got a K to it. And then Roane County, and the street you walk up is Roane Street. There's a little Dollar Tree over there. Do you go in there and get your do you shop in there? I hope not, bro. Stay away from Dollar Tree. But that's where you probably get all your energy drinks, because you're a cheap prick, ain't you? But anyway. So we know where you're at, man. You're not hard to find, man. The population is only 6,000 people. 6,000. I'm from the LY double N. There's 200,000 people in the LY dub. It's a little bit different. You do know that, right? So at the end of the day, You're curating your audience to hate Karen Reed for what? All because you covered for a fucking tuberculosis for a turtle? That's what it all comes down to. Then she said he never said that. But okay, let's just say you missed that. Now she said it though. Last Friday she said it. I'm not athletic. I miss everybody. She said it. Why ain't you speaking? Why ain't you correcting your wordplay? Why are you not talking about it? Why are you moving forward? Why are we talking about Kelsey? You got all these words for fucking Karen. You volunteered for this shit. And don't act like that from her prosecution and from this case and from the whole Boston BHAT, the whole gimmick, the whole shit that you didn't profit off it. You're doing this full time. You ain't got what other 1099 do you got? You don't have a license, so you can't Uber. Are you making money? And you got to pay taxes at the end of the year. Taxes are about to creep up.
Yeah, didn't somebody give him a car too?
That's what someone said in the chat. I don't know if that's true.
From what I heard, Karen's father bought him a car.
Huh. Ain't that some shit? Nah, ain't that some shit? And he's over here talking.
I heard that
shit.
before you guys said that too.
Wow. Wow. That's some scumbag shit.
Boston likes me more than it likes you. Fuck you.
Well, fuck you.
Boston likes me more than it likes you, JFK. Maybe check with me the next time you want to go there from Atlanta.
Well, Henry, do I
Maybe
still
check
got
with
to
me
check in
first.
before I go to Boston? You said James Jackson was responsible for the death of his girl. You try to spread that rumor around the world. Will Henry. You acted tough and untouchable because you lived so far away. But we know now. What park? What county? What city? Population of 6,000. Anytime Fitness. Anytime you will see us. We want to check in before we go back to Boston. Willie! This is not a threat. We got some questions. Why the Boston hat? The lies, the act. Who are you? Why did you do it like that? Willie. We want to check in. We coming to your town for permission. Do remember. Hi, Willie! Hi, Willie. Well,
Hi, Will. You want to hit him with it real quick?
Yeah, let me hit him with it. What's up, Will Henry?
Can you add to that, though? There's one more thing you got to do. Get up to the screen and tell him.
Yeah. Y'all caught up, Will Henry? Are y'all caught up?
Oh, God damn, Will.
Huh? You coming outside? Fuck you, man.
God damn. This is when it's gonna really piss you off.
Like they're like wannabe Guidos, bro. Like they're like wannabe Guidos, bro. Like they're clowns. It's so weird.
What's so weird? We're so weird, Willie? You got a fucking B hat on, like you're from Boston, bro. That's so weird. You wear a black fucking B hat, and you're going
And look
over
how he's holding
TVs.
his hand, and we're weird.
Yeah, he's a little shaky. Listen to him.
Like they're just so fucking cliche.
Uh-huh.
You know? They're so fucking cliche with their fucking tracksuits and their big fucking glasses and
Oh, really? With their big glasses? I mean, I like my glasses. They're vintage frames, bro. In Miami. You should know. You're from Miami, ain't you? That's another lie, though, right? Didn't you say you were like half Dominican or something? That's a fucking
Clown. You are a clown. A clown. You are a clown.
Go ahead, keep talking.
Fucking, come on.
Put out?
What fact did I put out?
You know what you put out.
Yeah, I said I want justice for Lauren Barry.
Okay, so what's the justice though? What are you fighting for justice?
I'm just asking questions.
That's not asking a question.
I go, what happened to Lauren? What happened to Lauren Barry?
What happened to her?
How'd she die?
That's some
You are
fucked up
such a
shit
piece.
too.
You're a piece of shit. Tuberculosis. You're the big piece of shit.
Clown. You are a clown. A clown.
Yeah, I used to be very worried about that
You are a
fucking
clown.
pussy writing about me again, but you know what? Fuck him. Write about whatever he wants. He's a bitch.
Let me tell you something, man. You're name dropping Lauren Berry's name. You don't even know what the fuck you're talking about, bro.
That's some
Right?
fucked up shit. I mean, you wanna? I mean I mean,
But listen, it goes on. This is when it gets. This is.
How did she die? She died from alcohol.
What do you mean alcohol? Like just died from alcohol?
Yeah, from drinking.
Just drank and then she was dead.
You never heard of some?
Yeah, I don't think that that's true.
No. What do you know?
Clown. You are a clown. A clown. You are a clown.
You don't think that's true, huh, buddy?
So I gotta end that now. And
Just let me just.
So now he puts Lindsay Catani on the fucking phone with James. What the fuck was that all about? Number one. You took a girl, you thought it was, you're such a mental case. This girl said you raped her. This girl put you in jail for 60 days. And for some type of pop or whatever was going through your mind, you thought it was a good idea to call her up to attack James Jackson live on a fucking stream. And the audience is cool with it. That you're like really utilizing her in a way, like giving her a platform, and you're giving her a platform like she's a tool. Like, hey, Lindsay, take care of my light work. Talk to James Jackson.
Yeah, like she's part of his crew and shit. She's down. She's
yeah,
she's a rider.
Exactly.
She's a rider.
She's a rider, and this is a guy who called her the fake victim. Did about a fucking 500 shows on her.
Yeah, same girl that ruined his fucking Christmas last year.
Ruined
it.
Ruined it, and then said rape. And why would you even want to be cool with a girl who said you raped her? Period. I wouldn't give a fuck. Okay, she put you in jail for one. Okay, you don't forgive her for that, but you can't forgive a girl who's saying that you took it from her. Like, nah,
you the fuck up.
That's wild.
She set you the fuck up, man. She trap housed you, bro. She set you
the
fuck
do it again
up.
too.
Like, this is how this is the people who are saying Karen Reed has no loyalty. This is the people saying Karen Reed is a piece of shit. This is the people they want to associate with, just to even be cool with Lindsay. His case is dropped. They dropped the case. He doesn't have to talk about her again. He could just move it forward. But instead, he once again, he's curating the audience, saying she's helping me. She's helping me. Yeah, but at what cost? What do you got to do? You got to sit there and be cool with her, and make her be part of your crew and talk shit about James Jackson. Like, what is that? Like you said, like, oh, you're part of the gang now. You're like, here, come in and handle my light work. It's just weird. But listen to this.
And then you got this fucking Will Henry, fucking, going over his shit, dragging this dude back in the mix.
Say who it was. I don't care. I really don't.
You know who it was? Well, it was Lindsay Catani.
You went on your show, and I sent you one sentence. So actually, I'll post the email. I'll post the email
All
on
right.
Twitter that I sent you. It was one sentence.
Back in the day, the dope was good. Is it still good, James? I mean, she's asking you for some fucking tea here. She wants to know, like, am I going to get out there? Am I going to end up like Lauren Barry?
Clown. You are a clown. A clown. You are
you for some fucking tea here. She wants to know, like, am I gonna get out there? Am I gonna end up like Lauren Berry? You know,
You don't know Lauren. You never met Lauren. Lauren has been dead now for 2 years. She's in the ground, and you're name dropping her name, right? You've been on my channel before saying that you always take the side of the accused because it's always not guilty before guilty, right? You don't have no facts of what you're saying. It's totally off base. Lauren Berry died of liver failure. Had nothing to do with James Jackson. Period. Point blank. End of the story. Okay? You're name dropping her name because tuberculosis thought it was cool because he got so fucking insulted that we stood up to him. Turtle Boy thinks that he is a tough guy on the internet. He thinks that he could stop people. He doesn't like it. That's all this came down to. How dare you not listen to me? That's what it came down to. Okay? And I know when talking about TB, that's like the cliche thing to say about him too. You didn't obey. But that's what it came down to. In this particular situation, I ain't going to talk about anybody else, but in this particular situation, it was all came down to we just didn't want to be part of his crew. We didn't care. We were willing to say what's right and what's wrong. And now he turned around and said, I'm just asking questions about Lauren, which is crazy. And then even when the truth is being told to him, he still doesn't want to hear it. He still wants to put the narrative and use the word justice. And there you are saying, does she want to end up like Lauren Berry? You talk about a sweatshirt. And then here you are on a live today, a day after Christmas, on a live saying, I'm an adult. This ain't rap beef. I'm an adult. They want to talk about me. I'm an adult. That's being an adult because we weren't talking about you when you were doing that.
That's right. That's right, motherfucker. You want to know why we're back? You ran your fucking mouth way too much.
And that's the thing. You thought that you won. You thought you beat Karen. You guys thought, and then you realize, holy shit, like we're not winning this. And that's what it is. Like it doesn't even matter. You could continue to talk shit. Everybody could talk shit. But the facts are the facts. The fact is we're here. The fact is maybe you're still here. Who cares? But okay. But you're the one that's got the issues. You're the one, your boy has got anxiety being induced. He's a turtle that is getting induced. It induces his anxiety. And you got panic attacks. You go into depression. Now people know where you're at. You can't hide. See, you can front like it doesn't bother you. You never told anybody where you was at. You never spun the camera around ever. You kept that shit real low because that's who you are. You want to be this mystical person, the glarer who glares. You want to jump in. You want tentacles attached to something. So you attach yourself to a turtle. Okay, but now the turtle didn't even know where you was at. Now he does. And you're probably more. The funniest thing is the person you're probably more worried about of knowing where you're at is probably your friend who knows now. Esty knows where you're at now. You probably didn't want her to know. You never told her because she didn't know where you was at. But you had no problem with getting a $600 jacket from her. You had no problem with grabbing the Jordans from her, getting picked up in the whip, driving around. You had no problem. And then you guys just want to say we're not about the drama. Kelsey Fitzsimmons. How dare you even name drop Kelsey Fitzsimmons? You guys should be fucking ashamed of yourself. You guys should never represent any other woman ever again. Period.
Never.
Never. You guys don't care about no woman. You don't care about her postpartum. You don't give a shit what she's going through. She's just a thumbnail. She's traffic. You said it yourself. He got no views. Nothing happens. That's all you care about because that's all you talk about. We're the ones that did the pivot. We're the ones that didn't talk about it. We're the ones that created and curated a good chat to let everybody know, hey, man, this is who I really am. You can hit me up in my inbox. I'm not going to curve you. I'm not going to act like Jay-Z. I'm not going to act like a superstar, like I got $1 billion. I'm just like you. When I see you, I'm going to give you a hug. I appreciate the support because we're blessed to have it. You want to act like you're a superstar. No one needs to know about you. You're like, they're lucky that you came into this. You put on your Superman shirt. You grab your B hat. You try to relate to them. We're not relating to you, bro. The fuck out of here with that shit. That gimmick is played out. You need a new gimmick. Take off that hat. You want us to check in. Boston likes you, likes me. Excuse me, likes you more than they like me. You want us to check in. No problem. But then after we check in with you, can you please apologize to James Jackson? You too, tuberculosis. You guys owe us an apology. You owe the community apology. Because Karen Reed just spoke last week. You guys ain't saying a fucking word about it.
Right. Thing about them too is when they went personal on their content, who's the only one who kept fighting the corruption?
Right here, of course. And you as well. All of us here. You know what I'm saying? My crew. You know what I'm saying?
J.F.K.
The
show
panel.
also.
Yeah. I mean, Kevy Kev, Jay Bro, a great addition to the show. James Jackson, all of us, man. We got down to the bottom of it. We talked about Kelsey. We still talk about it. We just talk about real life shit. And we try to get away from that. They're the ones on Halloween. Oh, they curated it to say, oh, they did the show on the same day on purpose, which was a lie. It was a fucking lie. That was a blatant lie. We did that because the only day we could get was that day, and it was a day that Nan was available. So we went around Nan's schedule because we
And
wanted
TV
Nan.
even admitted that you set that up before he
Yeah,
way before he set his up.
that's a
So
fact.
don't you see what he does? He made his
Yeah.
show on your night. He made his
Mhm.
show on Karen's night.
Yeah. That's what he does. And then that's what he did, right? As our show's going on down the street, he dresses up like me. That's cool.
That's
You
a fun.
know,
Let me tell you something, bro. That's a piece of shit fucking move on his behalf. I
because
don't give a fuck what he thought, what kind of fucking rise he was gonna get out of that, or what kind of fucking. Let me tell you something. You showed your fucking true colors, motherfucker. That was a fucking piece of shit move.
Yeah, well, he did that, but you know what? That's here nor there. But the next day, he came on his show dressed like me again. He did everything in the power. Him and his boy, they got caught up in this. They thought that they were going to cancel us, that we were going to go away. We were going to surrender. That's what they thought because we did, right? We took the 9 days off. At that point, we wasn't even on yet. They thought like, let's take advantage. They're on. Let's stay on top of them. They got to do Ray from Dallas. Let's take this walk. Rah, rah, rah. All these different things. The chat rats over there, the possums or whatever you want to call them, the skunks. I don't know.
Monk rats.
Monk rats. They're all talking shit. Rah, rah, rah. Everybody's talking shit. And look what this dude did. I got Meredith in my inbox telling me, she wants to come on the show and she wants to talk and this and that. I mean, at the end of the day, bro, everything you touch turns to shit. Everything you touch. You could have easily fixed this. When you knew that recording was out there, you could have easily just went behind the scenes, talked to a couple people, and but instead you went on the spaces, denied it. You went into your anxiety was induced. You was a wreck. The pressure was building. You snapped, and then you realized some type of power in this. You realize people was loyal, and I'll give it to you. Your crowd was loyal, but you abused your power. That's the problem. You were in power and you abused your power. So you actually let the people down who support you because in reality, your intentions are not good. Period. They're not. And now you're saying that, oh, they're good. They're good, the drama. But listen, buddy, you said what you said. You said justice for Lauren Berry. You have yet to pull the receipts out. You have yet to show us where that really happened, that should be justice. Did you go to the police station and get a police report on her death? Did you go to the medical examiner and get the report on her death, because if you did, you would know that it was from liver failure. And this clown, you guys are spinning the narrative because James used to be active in addiction, and he was the one who was transparent to say he was active in addiction. He had the heart to talk about his addiction, and he's so far removed from that. Right? And we get it. James talks slow. I get it. You guys think he talks slow, he's always high. No, that's just who James is, man.
It's called accountability too. Accountability. You know, for someone to be able to speak on something like that, you know, they acknowledge that shit.
You know who likes James a lot? David Yannetti. When we talked to David Yannetti talked about Riley in the DA's office in 1997. He said, I like the JFK show. As you know, Jay Brilliant, I like the JFK show. I'm a fan. And then at the end of the whole thing, he said, give James my best. So, you know, James Jackson interviewed Vinnie Politan on the fucking stairs of the courthouse. Vinnie didn't think there was anything wrong with James. There it is right there. Yep. Bingo. David Yannetti. Facts. These are all facts. So Karen likes James. James is a good dude, man. You know, sometimes, you know, it's energy. You don't have to talk. You can feel people's energy. You don't have to say a word. And, you know, and people, when they're around James, they're like, he's a good dude. Now, it's a fact. James does a little too much at 4 a.m. You know, I showed you that in my new vlog.
God damn.
You guys can go check that out, right,
God
Kevy Kev?
damn. I was there that night, man.
Yeah. Tries to save families and shit.
God damn.
God damn, James Jackson. But you know, but yeah, you said this. And where's the journalism? Where's the backup? Where's the story? No, you talked about it. And then you curated a chat to even make names. Justice for Lauren Berry. Her name is circulating. That's so fucked up. The death of his girl is circulated in chats with no one to speak on it. She can't speak for herself. She's in the fucking ground. She did nothing. He did absolutely nothing to deserve her name in death to be fucking spread around by some clown who claims he's a fucking adult that lives in fucking Tennessee, who walks 2 miles to an Anytime Fitness, who goes to a punk ass park, who lives in this little vicinity fucking hiding with Slayer shirts on, who puts B hats on and manipulates an audience that he is such a great asset. He's really a fucking liability. Period.
You all know what happens to liabilities.
Right.
You know, I'm going to tell you something too, man. You know, I mean, you know, sometimes when you lose somebody and you go through like say like this Christmas, you know, you go through this Christmas and you lost somebody, you know, it's like your first Christmas without somebody. You know, that shit hurts. That shit hits hot.
And it don't matter if it's your first or 10th. If you love that person enough, it still feels like.
And let me tell you, I was gonna say that shit will carry on with you. You know, and you know, when people bring up that kind of fucking, you know, them tough times or those low times in our life that you know we were hurt, you know, you know, it's like visiting that all over again, you know. And sometimes it has to take somebody to lose somebody that's real close to them and go through that Christmas without them or that birthday without them to understand that shit.
Or that anniversary.
Exactly.
Whether they're boyfriend or girlfriend or husband and wife, if they still have an anniversary.
And let me tell you something, 90% of the time when that shit happens to somebody, or they lose a family member, or they lose a child, you know, an aunt, an uncle, a parent, anybody, and they experience that shit, you know, people are hesitant on speaking on that shit. You know, people, you know, they approach those situations and those conversations a little bit different.
Meredith, you in here? She just hit me up in my inbox. She was showing me some shit. Meredith, say what up in the chat if you're watching.
A lot of people want her to come on the show right now in the chat.
Oh, she's in here?
I don't know. People in the chat are saying they want you to bring her on the show.
Tell her to come on. You want to talk about Will? We want to talk about Will. What do you know about Will, Meredith? What do you know about Will? Willie Lang. She's here still. Why not? You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us.
Best place on the internet.
How about this? Oh, Meredith, where you at?
Fuck you. Maybe check with me the next time you want to go there. From Atlanta. Maybe check with me first. Boston likes me more than it likes you. Fuck you. Boston likes me more than it likes you. J.F.K. Maybe check with me the next time you want to go there. From Atlanta. Maybe check with me first. Boston likes me more than it likes you. Fuck you.
Oh, fuck you.
Boston likes me more than it likes you. JFK. Maybe check with me the next time you want to.
Check him up, Kevy Kev.
Let's go. You're rocking with the best.
Talk to the people, Kevy Kev.
Yeah, no, man. I just, I'm gonna tell you something. You know, there's been a lot of scumbag shit that's gone on.
Mm-hmm.
Shit that was uncalled for. You know, and and it all stems off of the bad moves that people took. Selfish moves, which always backfire. They always backfire. You know, a lot of this shit was intentional for gains, for someone to try to get ahead of something, for someone to try to manipulate somebody, to accuse, you know, and it was personal business that was shared. Um, and if you let that kind of shit happen in a community, it turns into our business, the people's business. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. When I meet somebody and shake their fucking hand and talk to somebody and look them in the motherfucking face and to see how they can play, you know, the Crimea fucking River act when they made the selfish fuck up, when they tried to, you know, gain off of somebody or something. It changes the whole fucking, you know, the temperature.
It's a fact.
Number one, I wouldn't trust you. I wouldn't give a fuck if you came up here and apologized to everybody. I would not fuck with you. Some backstabbing fucking shit. I don't know how you can even hold friendships with people. Some backstabbing shit.
That's a fact. Renee says, "What's that say about you, Will?" Crazy Auntie 999, Elizabeth with the 5 JFK memberships, Renee, these men JFK, James, Kevy, J Bros don't even know me and show me love like family. Thank you. No hate here for ladies. Thank you so much. Nothing but love, Renee. Hope you're feeling better. B, Meryl's here in the beginning. Uh-huh. I know, I noticed that. Bring on Meredith. Yeah. I run on Duncan's JFK beat for sure, Amy. You know, what it comes down to, you saying these things, man, all these things that you said, it's not, it doesn't make any sense. You guys created the drama. You guys knew where everything came from. You guys, you know what direction it was. You knew who you could count on. You knew you could count on Will to have your back. That's what Will comes from. He comes from a drama place. He act like a tough guy. We said it earlier, and acts this way because he's so far away. Now you're not that far away anymore, are you? You know, and he wants to use the word dox. Listen, everybody knows who we are, right? I think it's about time we know who the fuck you are. We know you're in Tennessee. We know you got a little dog. You walk back and forth to the gym. What town you live in, where you're from. You're coming into a place like Boston where everybody knows, where everybody's at. This one's from Lynn. This one's from Haverhill. This one's from Worcester. What does it matter? Why do you care? And I think that, you brought it on yourself. You said Boston loves me more than they love you, JFK. Check in with me. Fuck you. That's what you said. And all I'm trying to do is check in with you. That's all I'm trying to do. You said that my friend is a murderer, right? You're throwing scenarios out there, and it's not right.
We ain't letting this slide.
No. Y'all built on being real. The real ones are with you. No respect for the rats who try to drag the real men. They are rats. Y'all the actual goat. I appreciate it.
And I'm gonna tell you something, man. The shit that happened in that spaces that night with the fucking flipper, the kangaroo, and the fucking koala bear.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That whole shit was supposed to happen. That was supposed to fucking happen. Because it was planned before.
What do you mean?
When those recordings were done is when that action took play. And it was only a matter of time for it to come out.
And all those recordings probably would have came out if you guys didn't speak on it.
Right. Exactly. That was the plan. I think that's what he wanted to do. I think he was going to play it off like it was the USSR battleship, and he was going to put him out there and say, I don't know nothing about him, and that's the way he keeps, or like he threatens her with it and says, hey, listen, there's a recording. Someone, got into my phone and, someone hacked me, but I can stop it, Karen. It's just it's just this dirty, it's stinking thinking, man. And then to think that he goes on, Lindsay Kitani and James Jackson arguing on a live stream. Like, what is that all about? Like, how the fuck did we get here? You're accusing James Jackson of a crime, and yet the girl who accused you of a crime, you got her on the fucking line. You didn't like when she accused you of a crime, so why the fuck you accusing him of a crime?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, how the fuck did we get here? And then that's the content? And it's all Karen's fault because she got on the Hood Booger radio. Well, she didn't see it that way. Because at the time, you guys were all on the Hood Booger radio too. Weren't you, TB? Weren't you saying how good I was? TB had some good words. Right, TB? I'll pull it up. You remember what you said, right, TB? She wasn't looking at it as Hood Booger Radio. Maybe she listened to you.
He's butthurt.
JFK is underrated. He asks like really good questions about shit I never thought of before. And I'm like, that's a good question. I kept saying, like, that's actually a really good question. I never thought of that. Like, he's asking about, like, he's the one that kind of pushed the waterfall video, which I didn't really think that much about before. But as it turns,
wow, this was your case. And you didn't think about the waterfall video. That's pretty fucking crazy. But you did after I talked about it. So you gave me credit. So she came on the Hood Booger show to speak her piece because not for nothing, nobody was calling us the Hood Boogers in that space and time. Everybody loved us. Her credibility got shot when we turned around and said what you did was fucked up. And at that point, we did the kumbaya moment anyway, and we said, you just handle it. You made a mistake. I'm not here to judge you. You recorded or whatever. That's your girl, your client, so to speak. Handle it. Maybe it's your problem for getting too close with her, having long conversations with her. Maybe you had other intentions or you wanted different things to happen. Who knows what goes on in your mind? One can only assume with all the crazy shit you said out your mouth, tuberculosis, one can only assume that you had big plans with you and Karen Reed. I'm just saying. You say some wild shit, boy.
Out like the waterfall video is really important because it's really the last time we see John O'Keefe alive, and all the McAlberts are there with him. Like, it's kind of underrated, that whole thing. And so I'm like, okay.
Oh, it's kind of underrated. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, really wasn't that underrated because we did a reenactment video. We went on the ground and we went to Cambridge and talked to a cat named Seaside who knew Higgins, and we got a phone call from Higgins. So we actually, the murderer, the guy who actually potentially could have been involved in the murder of John O'Keefe, he actually called this show. You guys say it's because they watched everything and they just called our show because he was looking for a number to call that night. I mean, he had the phone and he was like, yo, TB's not on, the glare is not on, Aunt Deb's not on, Nurse Kim's not on, but JFK's on. Let me call him. It had nothing to do with the reenactment video. It had nothing to do with Seaside. It had nothing to do with going over the video over and over again, showing the space and inside, breaking down that a pizza guy manhandled an ATF agent on narration, Seaside, Mach S, 2 lowercase s's, and his name on purpose, tuberculosis. Are you a journalist or you a fucking fraud? What are you? Google that. Oh, and by the way, we were on 94.5, the biggest radio station in Boston. They thought it was solid. Have you ever been on Jammin' 94.5 in the studio at fucking 8 a.m.? Have you ever been in the studio? They don't want you in the studio. You called in. You called in. We were in the studio. You know what I mean? We were in the fucking studio. Would you believe it? How about you, Declara? Like, what can you do? Like, I get it. You did some things. You came on the show, and I mean, Karen came on your show, and this and that. But you didn't use that as a business card. You didn't use that to elevate. You fucked that up. That's your job. Your job is when you get any type of business card or any type of accolade in any type of business, you use that as your business card. You use that as a stepping stone. You didn't do that, and you got mad because we did. We took what we got and used it to elevate, and you're mad at that. And you try to come in. You were in the chat every night. I want to dance with you guys. I love this song. You came on here acting all fruity and shit. I got a video of that. Would you believe it? I got a video of that. Of you acting like a fruitcake. Talk to the people, Kevin. Kev, I need you, brother. You're scaring me.
You're muted, Gary Kev.
I get fucking aggravated, man. You know? And I got like fucking 4 inches of snow that just landed on me overhead. You know I'm going to be out here shoveling like a motherfucker, yelling and shit.
Oh, you guys just got hit, huh? Fuck.
Yeah, we just got hit.
That sucks.
Yeah, I'll be up all fucking day. I'll go put on another pot of coffee and fucking go out and shovel this whole fucking place out. But I just, I get aggravated with the way this turned out, man. It's all, when you think about like the fucking fundraiser that Karen Reed, is trying to put together and shit for her, and they're trying to compare numbers and down talk Karen and bash her and fucking, praise these people that were involved
in the murder of John O'Keefe.
Exactly. I mean, and you got Brian Albert in that interview. He said it. He was murdered. He was murdered.
Yeah.
He didn't say this guy was struck by a car. He said John was murdered.
Yep.
you know, and you got, you know, these guys are all fucking trying to fucking, you know, let's see what the numbers come out. I mean, you got a fundraiser for this woman, Karen Reed, that her fight has never it hasn't stopped. Her fight hasn't stopped.
Nope.
And if they didn't make all the money they make off it, would they really have had those fundraisers for her?
I mean, but think about the fucking fundraiser for it wasn't Brian Albert's fundraiser. It was the McAlberts. How many of those motherfuckers are up there? So whatever money they get fucking they generate, if it's 4 people that are trying to get money compared to Karen Reed, all right, they got to divide that shit. Whatever number they get, they divide that between how many people are looking to get some help.
Right.
So I mean, in the gist of it, they're all making the same amount of money on their fundraisers. You know what I'm saying?
But
I mean,
still,
it's
but still, they put that narrative out there, and they
pick
were
that
willing to sell.
apart, man.
But I'm saying they were willing to sell their soul and somewhat put over the murderers of John O'Keefe to make Karen look bad, like she lost credibility. Like, but what's the other layer to it? If she lost credibility there, and you got Turtle Boy who doesn't care about being looked at as, you know, he doesn't care if you hate him, right? So to speak. He doesn't care if the narrative is him and Karen conspired, and you know, maybe it's potentially that he lied. He doesn't care about that type of shit. You know what I mean? To him, any press is good press, right? That's how he looks at it. That's why he acts the way he acts, you know? So Karen doesn't see it that way. Karen doesn't say, "Oh, any good press is bad press." Like, he doesn't care. And that's why Karen wanted to separate. She was like, "Yo, this dude is reckless. I'm not with it." That's just not what she wants to do, and she has a right to move forward. He's the one that, you know, and you know, and he's the one that's taken it a certain way. And like, he knew exactly what happened when that shit happened. He knew who got in the phone. He knew who Facebook it was. He know where he put it, where he described it. I had it on my lap. Facebook was open. He recorded it on the thing on Facebook. He knew right where it happened. He knew where it was recorded. He had the messenger open. He knew his Facebook was open. He knew right where to go to squash that. He should have never went on that spaces. But he didn't do that. You know what I mean? He didn't want his business to get out there. And then he lied. He said Meredith had nothing to do with it. And then he did then he tried to put the video out of, you know, the next step he did. He sent the wiretap or whatever it was of the girl, the other girl of what's her name? The one that's helping him with his case and shit.
Lindsay?
No, Olivia, whatever her name is.
Yeah.
Of Flip Ahead, he put that video out. I mean, he took
All right.
that and he did a Proton email and he sent it to Machado. But in the email, he was like clutching the pearls, making it seem like, you know, it was Nurse Kim who sent that email. And then he did a whole show on him. You know what I mean? Like, when he couldn't talk about himself, he said, "Hey, look at the guy who said that. Let's talk about him." And that's what he does. He puts it on other people's shoulders. Now, regardless if he's mad at Flip Ahead or whatever, I get all that, right? But he should have just went to Meredith and just got, you know, squashed it, you know, and could have just told everybody, "Listen, the same thing he's doing now. I'm not with the drama. I'm not going to turn this movement into this. Things happen. I'm going to talk about it when I can." Right. And you know, and he should have handled that way. As soon as they asked him to go on spaces, he should have, instead of going there, there's no recording, because what he was doing was, all he was doing was is trying to figure out who had it.
Exactly.
And he knew who had it.
We
didn't want,
seen all that shit unfolding, bro. That,
yeah.
I mean, and that's the reason why we spoke on it, man. You know, like, hey, bro, man, you should just get ahead of this now before it turns into a fucking an oil fucking spill.
And look where it's at now.
Like, plug the hole, bro. Plug the hole before the can empties out, man.
Well, Henry, do I still got to check in before I go to Boston? You said James Jackson was responsible for the death of his girl. You try to spread that rumor around the world. Will Henry. You acted tough and untouchable because you lived so far away. But we know now. What park? What county? What city? Population of 6,000. Anytime Fitness. Anytime you will see us. We want to check in before we go back to Boston. Willie! This is not a threat. We got some questions. Why the Boston hat? The lies, the act. Who are you? Why did you do it like that? Willie. We want to check in. We coming to your town for permission. Do remember. Hi, Willie! Hi, Willie. Well, Henry, do I still got to check in?
I will. Was just suspect dancing. That was him dancing that night. He was so tanked up that night. And that was the night he denied that dancing. He was denying that he knew anything about a phone call. He was like, if I hear about, if the recording comes out, I will bite my tongue and I'll do a 3-hour live stream all night long talking about it. So the whole time he's doing all that, he knew exactly that there's a recording, and he knows where this is gonna go at that point. He knows that TB's a ticking time bomb. He knows that he's going to want to control the whole situation. What he should have did was he should have took a neutral stance. He should have hit TB up and said, listen, man, don't do it. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you already went on Spaces. Let me talk to everybody. You know, let's figure out a way out of this, right? Let me call Karen up, right? Let me talk to her. That's what he should have. Instead, his stance was, fuck Karen. Why'd you record it? Because she was acting like a bitch, bro. She called me up and she was saying this and saying that. And like, I didn't help her, man. All the fucking money. You know what I'm saying, right, Will? You get what I'm saying, right? Because if you don't get what I'm saying, I'm going to write a blog on you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what it comes down to. Just imagine that. Imagine the blog you could write on this dude. It'd be juicy, bro.
Yeah. Reach out to his last fucking community.
Oh, listen,
there's a bread trail to that, bro.
And it's going to come down to that. These people are going to end up. It's sooner or later. These two cats are going to end up to a head, because there's going to be. That's what it has to be, because Willie, listen, buddy, tuberculosis ain't protecting you no more, right? And you're the one that took the link, right, from TB, came up in there, protected him. He's not going to protect you. He's not going to do.
Didn't he snitch out TB for giving him the link?
Mm-hmm. Right off the rip. And then TB snitched him out and said that after Karen called Will called him. And the thing is, too, TB said he was petrified of Meredith. He was petrified of her. If you were petrified of her, you should have, right off the rip, figured out a way to nip this in the butt. You were petrified of her. You should have told everybody how petrified of you broke up with her in July. This shit goes down the end of September. At that point, you're broken up. Why didn't you just tell everybody I'm petrified of her? She went in my phone. Why didn't you throw her out there? You ended up doing it anyway. You thought you could have a better way. You thought you could please. You wanted everybody in pocket. You wanted to have Meredith here. You wanted to have Karen here. You wanted to come out clean. That's all this comes down to. You wanted to come out clean. Prove it. Prove it. You were so mad that you were caught. You were so mad that your quirks of recording people and just doing weird off the wall shit. I mean, look, you're talking to Lindsay, the girl who said that that last Christmas put you in jail and you're cool with her. You probably talked to her this Christmas. How insane is that, ladies and gentlemen? Let's take it up to 39,000 feet real quick.
Yeah, take it up. Take it the
But,
fuck up.
but hold on a second. I want you to say it, Kevy Kev, because I need you to say it as I take it up to 39,000. Last Christmas, right? Break it down.
Last Christmas was ruined for that guy.
And this Christmas, he probably talked to Lindsay.
That's right.
The same person who locked him up last Christmas.
Oh,
Damn.
He's butthurt.
JFK is underrated. He asks like really good questions about shit I never thought of before. And I'm like, that's a good question. I kept saying like, that's actually a really good question. I never thought of that. Like he's asking about, like he's the one that kind of pushed the waterfall video, which I didn't really think that much about before. But as it turns out, like the waterfall video is really important because it's really the last time we see John O'Keefe alive. And all the McAlberts are there with him. Like it's kind of underrated that whole thing. And so I'm like, okay. JFK is underrated. He asks like really good questions.
Why they keep talking about us?
He's butthurt.
JFK is underrated. He asks,
You're a little man, and your life will always suck because of you. You're a rat. And
I'm going back to Massachusetts. Something's telling me I must go home. And the lights all went down in Massachusetts.
From Atlanta. Maybe check with me first. Boston likes me more than it likes you. Fuck you. Boston likes me more than it likes you, JFK. Maybe check with me the next time you want to go there. From Atlanta. Maybe check with me.
Because I was having Jen get the baby blankets.
Clown! You are a clown! A clown!
To all the killers and the $100 billers. For real, niggas who ain't got no feelings. Check it out now. I got you stuck off the realness. We be the infamous, you heard of us. Official Queensbridge murderers. The mob comes equipped for warfare. Beware of my crime family who got enough shots to share for all those who wanna profile and pose. Rock you in your face, stab your brain with your nose bone. You all alone in these streets, cousin. Every man for theyself in his land, we be gunning. And keep them shook crews running like they supposed to. They come around, but they never come close to. I can see it inside your face, you're in the wrong place. Cowards like you just get their whole body laced up with bullet holes and such. Speak the wrong words, man, and you will get touched. You could put your whole army against my team, and I guarantee you it'll be your very last time breathing. Your simple words just don't move me. You're minor, we major. You're all up in the game and don't deserve to be a player. Don't make me have to call your name out. Your crew is featherweight. My gunshots will make you levitate. I'm only 19, but my mind is older. When the things get for real, my warm heart turns cold. Enough nigga deceased, another story gets told. It ain't nothing really. And yo, done sparked the Philly, so I could get my mind off these yellow back niggas. While they still alive, I don't know. Go figure. Meanwhile, back in Queens, the realness and foundation. If I die, I couldn't choose a better location. When the slugs penetrate, you feel a burning sensation, getting closer to God in a tight situation. Now, take these words home and think it through. Or the next rhyme I write
Boston
might
likes
be
me more
about.
than it likes you. Fuck you.
Fuck you, man.
No, fuck you, Will.
JFK. Maybe check with me the next time you want to go there from Atlanta. Maybe check with me first.
Sonny shook, cause ain't no such thing as halfway crooks. Scared to death and scared to look, they shook. Cause ain't no such thing as halfway crooks. Scared to death and scared to look. Living the life that is diamonds and guns. There's numerous ways you can choose to earn funds. Some get shot, locked down, and turn nuns.
Up out of there.
Ain't nothing but a gangsta party.
Oh shit. You done fucked up, man. You done put two of
Three of America's most
in the
wanted.
same motherfucking place at the same motherfucking time. Y'all niggas about to feel this. Break out the champagne glasses and motherfucking condoms. Have one on us, alright? Picture perfect. I paint a perfect picture. Bomb the hooches with precision. My intentions to get with you with that and double OP. Dog, my fucking homie. Use a cold ass nigga on them all.
Showing up. I keep my hand on my gun, cause they got me on the run. Now I'm back in the courtroom, waiting on the outcome. Free Tupac is all that's on the niggas' mind. But at the same time, it seems they trying to take mine. So I'ma get smart and get defensive and shit. And put together a million march for some gangster shit.
So now they got a place. Two multi-millionaire motherfuckers catch a case. Bitches get ready for the throwdown. The shit's about to go down. Me and Snoop about to clown. I'm losing my religion. I'm vicious on these stool pigeons. You might be deep in this game, but you got the rules missing. Niggas be acting like you savage. They out to get the cabbage. I got nothing but love for my niggas living life.
I got a pit named P, she niggerina. I got a house out in the hills, right next to Chino. And I think I got a black Beamer. But my dream is to own a fly casino like Bugsy Siegel. And do it all illegal. And get scooped up by the little homie in the Regal. It feel good to you, baby bubba. You see, this is for the G's and the keys, motherfucker.
Now follow as we ride. Motherfuck the rest, two of the best from the west side. And I can make you famous. Niggas been down for years. So how can they blame us? I live in fear of a felony. I never stop belly needs. Motherfucking G's. If you got it, better floor it. Another woman. Two of America's most wanted.
Out of there.
Ain't nothing but a...
You're a little man, and your life will always suck because of you. You're a rat. And you're not ruining my life, because my life is still fucking good. Unlike yours. And that's the best revenge. My life is going to be good, and yours is going to continue to suck, because you're a piece of shit.
How we doing, chat? Y'all know this shit? Put your ones up if you still rocking with JFK, Kevy Kev, Jay Brill. How's this shit go? Let me take it back. How we doing, chat? Put the ones up. Here we go. I need them ones up in the chat right now. Here we go.
This is how we do. We make a move and act the fool while we up in the club. This is how we do. Nobody do it like we do it, so show us some love. This is how we do. We make a move and act the fool while we up in the club. This is how we do. Nobody do it like we do it, so show us some love.
Fresh like, Impala, chrome hydraulics, 808 drums, you don't want none, nigga better run. When beef is on, I pop that trunk, come get some, pistol grip, pump. If a nigga step on my white Air Ones, it's red rum, ready, here come, Compton, Dre found me in the slums, selling that skunk, one hand on my gun. I was selling rocks and Master P was saying, buck past the blunt.
It's G and the girls just wanna have fun. Coke and rum, got weed on the tongue. I'm banging with my hand up a dress like, I make it come, purple haze in my lungs. Whole gang in the front, case a nigga wanna stun.
I put Lamborghini doors on that Escalade. Low pro solo, look like I'm riding on planes. In 1 year, man, a nigga so great. I have a straight bitch in the telly going both ways. Touch me, tease me, kiss me, please me. I give it to you just how you like it, girl. You're now rocking with the best straight pound on my hip, Teflon on my chest. They say I'm no good, cause I'm so hood. Rich folks do not want me around. Cause shit might pop off, and if shit pop off, somebody gon' get laid the fuck out. They call me new money, say I have no class. I'm from the bottom, I came up too fast. The hell if I care, I'm just here to get my cash. Bougie ass bitches, you can kiss my ass.
This is how we do. We make a move and act a fool while we up in the club. This is how we do. Nobody do it like we do it, so show us some love. This is how we do. We make a move and act a fool while we up in the club. This is how we do. Nobody do it like we do it, so show us.
Like my stomach was growling, and tomorrow came. Like I was hungry by myself, and tomorrow came. I don't like you. I don't have to like you. I like me.
Man, mic check to the gods, man. Drinking a ghost, huh? 3:50 a.m.
Trying to be up all night.
Let's get it.
All night. She. Oof.
I already told them we go 4, 5, 6. We be rocking out. I slept all day today.
Shit. I worked. I went to work today, my man.
Yeah.
So I
hear
can put
that.
in 8 hours.
Goddamn. I still can't believe this dude said that shit about Lauren, man, and all that stuff, man. It's so whack. You guys owe us an apology. That's a fact. You know? What do you think that does to James Jackson?
What they're saying, or an apology?
What they're saying. Or what they're saying, and what would an apology do?
Bro, what they're saying, I feel like that's like a mental beating, bro. Like bringing back all that trauma, all that pain that he been through. Like that's no joke, bro. Like that's not cool at all, bro. And like I said, like I haven't met that James that long ago, but since I did meet him, he's mad cool with me, and I'm telling you, for him, I'll take a charge and slap the shit out of Glera. I won't even call him Glera. I'll call him Will Henry.
Mm-hmm.
God damn.
Well, that's the thing. You know, the other content creators need to call that out, and for real, for sure.
That's straight up disrespect, bro.
But the person who started it, if they call it out, then they would have to talk about that person, and they're just
He
afraid of
needs
that
to
person.
apologize too.
Oh yeah, 100%. He needs to apologize with his racist ass.
You know, even if they do apologize, James can be like, all right, cool, thank you, but don't fuck with you no more.
You know, I think, I mean, I want to speak on how I think James might feel with people talking the way they've been talking about him. And this goes back to when James got involved in this community of people that were fighting for the one particular thing. And, James shook hands and talked with Glera, on a different level a few times. He's had breakfast with him. He's taken rides with him. He's gone to lunch with him. He invited him out with us when he came into Boston, for the Wilbur. And to see a friendship that was built between two people turn the way it did, it just shows you that, they really weren't your friends.
No.
you know, and, you know, for a guy like James to accept somebody and to let them into that like circle of his friends, you know, for James to say, hey, man, he's cool, man. Let him up. Let him up on the panel. Hey, man, he's cool, man. I've had lunch with him, man. He's, you know, he seems down to earth, man. You know, for James to think that about the Glera and then to have the Glera talk some shit about him like he did, you know, it just, you know, it kind of reflects what type of character the Glera is. You know, it reflects on his character as being a, you know, a man.
Yeah, but the crazy part about it is he's gonna go on a live tomorrow and he's gonna talk shit and flip it and say that we're the bullies and that, you know, we're the ones that did this, we're the ones that did that, but the facts is this, and I'm bringing it right back. 519 people. It's 4 a.m., ladies and gentlemen. It's 4 a.m., over 500 people in the chat at 4 a.m., and the facts are this. You talked a bunch of shit about Karen Reed, how she was ungrateful, and how I played the videos. Go back and rewind it. Replay crew, if you're just watching right now, we love you too. We played the videos. Karen Reed last week, 1 week ago today, well, yesterday, went on Calling All Beings. Google it. COB. CAB, excuse me, cab. Calling All Beings. And she spoke her truth. And nobody that been talking shit about her, from Ray from Dallas, little Ralphie from Dallas, to tuberculosis, to Will Henry, has said a word or even pulled the video up of her crying, saying something as big as what she said. She said right out of her mouth, and I will pull it up just to make it real. She said she was afraid. She doesn't think that people understand how real shit was and what her mindset was when she walked by him.
It's just human nature. I'm not very. Might I not leave this Sweeney's, and I would roll the window down near this little square, this kind of courtyard area in Dedham, and I would see the Sweeney's, and I would eventually see Scott. And I don't think you understand what that moment in time meant to me. That might I not leave this courthouse the same way that I'm arriving at the courthouse. And I was excited, even with what was happening. I was excited to get off the exit every day. And I've never been embraced by people like this for any other reason in my life. I'm not very athletic.
Karen is so funny, though. She said that I'm not athletic. And I hear her. She's speaking her truth.
It is.
You know, she's like, I never was on a basketball team. I never did none of that shit. I don't know what that's about. But yet you spun a narrative, you piece of shit, that she was the biggest asshole there is. That this is what you said.
Because Aiden brought the receipts. Let's just call this what it is. Karen Reed was so fucking obsessed with fucking being pissed at Turtle Boy for whatever fucking reason she's pissed at Turtle Boy. Ends up falsely accusing people of something with no fucking proof. Great job. Fantastic. Brilliant. The issue that people have taken is that she has shown her supporters not only a lack of gravity, move their heads from side to side. She basically spit in their faces. Everyone. This is not deniable. This is not something I enjoy pointing out and saying out loud, but it is a fucking fact.
Karen Reed completely and totally spit in the faces of her supporters. That absolutely happened. By dropping that nuke in
dropping accusations, which she refused to back up with any proof. He didn't do it. Ray from Dallas didn't do it. She's a grown woman who's in the position one way or the other. She knows. And if she doesn't, she's a fucking grown woman who's in a position where she should be vetting everybody because her name is valuable. And if she chose not to, again, that is her own fault. She is the one that destroyed the value of her own name. Turtle Boy didn't do it. I didn't do it. Nurse Kim didn't do it. Jimmy didn't do it. Ray from Dallas didn't do it. She did this. Nobody else did. If anything, we're trying to help her
Clown!
Problem is that she wanted credit for that the second she was fucking acquitted. Because those are the words she chose to address the public with. No one has fought harder for justice for John O'Keefe than me.
Oh.
Those were her words.
Okay. What else?
Right?
No.
No one has fought harder for John O'Keefe than me.
What? Huh? What? Okay.
To state one simple fact.
What's fact?
She would have that fucking fund overflowing with money if she had just simply said.
What she would have said? She would have got all the money?
Just added on to that statement. Nobody has fought harder for justice for John O'Keefe except me, than me.
Okay.
But I could not have done it without all of your support.
Oh, okay. She didn't say that then. She didn't say that. I guess she didn't say that. Oh, wrong one. I guess she didn't say that. Unfucking believable, huh?
Right?
This
What
guy.
fucking ass clown he is.
But this is what happened when she came on a live stream after finally talking to everybody. This is her coming on the live stream. When my internet's acting up. My controls don't want to work.
You ever restart your router every now and then?
My what? My router?
Yeah, it's good
Probably
to do
should.
that like every once a week.
You know what? My shit's all fucked up right now.
Yo, Kev, you good, bro?
Yeah, I was just see some shit going on across the street.
I was just making sure it ain't a turtle.
Oh, dude. Let me tell you.
You know, the point is, right? The point is she came out of all the shit you said, of all the things that you guys said that she was ungrateful and that she never said. She said that she cried right when she seen everybody. She, you know, the bottom line is, and you didn't talk about it. You didn't put her up on the screen. You put everything else up on the screen. Karen Reed gets on the screen. You don't want to talk about it. You don't want to eat your words. You want to stay far away from it. Because that's who Karen Reed is. You guys, like I said, you guys really, in your mind, made her to be this monster, like she was in the Bahamas chilling on the beach, and that she was just like, fuck these people. I don't care who did this. I don't care who did that. And in fact, the fact is that she's getting ready for this trial. The fact is she's nervous that she might get indicted.
And that's a big part of it right there, JFK.
Right.
She's afraid of going to jail. I mean, she's afraid that the tables could turn.
She even said it. She even said it. Like the little interviews she did, they used it against her. She ain't gonna do the same shit twice.
Yeah,
She ain't gonna make that same mistake twice and get fucked.
She said I can't come out and publicly thank people, especially when they're trying to make it seem make
Her
it seem
fight-
like
her
if she says thank you to TB, it makes it seem like thanks for fucking helping me set this shit up. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's a great point, because and the reason for that is that her fight, it's more or less a fight against Morrissey. Let's not get it fucked up. All right, she beat 2 murder trials they put her through. The Commonwealth of Massachusetts. You
One
think
of them,
for
one of them double jeopardy.
You
And
think
she's on probation.
For 1 second, they don't want to make something stick?
Of course. Well, they can
Of
indict her.
course
That's
they
the
do.
thing. They can indict her and put her all through the process again. And she don't want to feel that, having an open case. She already feels that when she got to show up to that courthouse, man, for probation. She already feels that. The fact that these people put the narrative out there that the money didn't get raised because she went into the JFK chat, when in fact 2 weeks before that, TB was in the chat talking about he had the greatest time. This guy's dancing on our show. You seen the way he was dancing? He was dancing like a fucking flamboyant weirdo.
You look
These
like you
people,
have sugar in this tank.
yeah, these people all love the JFK. These people all love the JFK show. Why? Karen? Where did Karen get it messed up? You guys, if this would have never happened and Karen would decide to come on the JFK show, none of you guys would be against it at that time. Remember, I'm the guy with the waterfall. I'm the guy. You guys would have asked for a link and probably would want to join the show. What it comes down to is that you guys tried to cancel our Christmas. And on Christmas, I decided to speak up. I decided to be the Grinch, not Santa. I decided to speak up on this shit because what you said didn't age too well. You don't have any proof at all. And when I say that, I shouldn't even say it like that. That's the wrong words. But there's no merit in what you're saying with James Jackson and Lauren. There's nothing that didn't happen. That's not even close to what happened. It's not even close. It's not even close. There's never been an investigation. It was never heroin. It was a bad organ. Point blank, end of the story. And you guys are painting a picture that it was something else. You guys see his past, that he's been arrested for drugs, and you assume that that's what it was, but it wasn't. 2015 was 10 years ago. You guys are pulling up an arrest record when 2012, 2013. Then you guys got the nerve to pull up his probate record that he's fighting with his kid. He actually won the probate court process, but his wifey, his baby's mother, doesn't want to obey what the court says. And unfortunately, if a man didn't obey the probate court, he would be in jail. But the woman doesn't go to jail. You got to put a motion in and go back. So he won that. Legally, he should be with his kid 110%. She just doesn't want to meet up with the people, and so he's having a rough time there. But he's fighting. And he fought that. Clean urines, everything. It's on paper. Did you know that? And you don't give, you know what I mean? So it's just like when you talk about you want justice and you talk about you're doing it for the interest of justice, you guys are doing a real injustice by just saying wild shit, by saying stuff that comes with consequence. Not maybe in the court of law, but in the public perception and to solid cats that are just not going to let you live it down. That's going to decide at any given time to speak on it and maybe come check in because you want us to check in. Maybe we'll come check in and we'll have this conversation face to face. And you could sit there and say that. Is it a threat? No. But maybe have you on camera. We just want to see you say these things. We want to know your POV. We want to know Want to ask you some questions. It's journalism. You're a part of this case. Why'd you do Karen dirty when she asked for help? Why'd you refuse her? Why didn't you just help her? Why wouldn't you just call TB up and say, listen, man, why'd you record her? Let's figure this out. You refused her. You shut her down. You threw cold water right on it. And you were in it. And you just wanted to show your loyalty to him. That's all you wanted to do, to show the loyalty, because you want to be a part and have that fan base. You want to have the chats filled. The way you look at it is you get your money off the views and off the ad revenue. So the more views you get and the more people in your chat, the more money you make off the views. I don't do it that way. To me, it's not about the views. It's about the support by the people. And I'm willing to break the rules a little bit if I know I'm getting the support. You do it by a whole bunch of people. You don't care who's in your chat, because to them, they count as a view. And that's how you make your money, off the ad revenue. And as long as you're aligned with TB and you're aligned to go over his show and basically be a review show, a replay of his show, and give your little POV and do your little quirky thing, you're going to be okay and you can pay your rent. And that's how you're looking at it. And you're not going to sacrifice it. But that shows no integrity. That shows no level of respect. Because think about it. Karen Reed thought you were solid. She brought you, she met with you, she let you in the courtroom. She tried to give you an olive branch. Come to the courthouse. Sit there. You can use that. You don't use it. You could have that footage. You could pull it up. I was in the courthouse. You could take that and use that as a business card. You can't do it now. You destroyed it. Because most people would think, wow, you was in the courthouse and got invited to the courthouse. You did fundraisers for Karen Reed. Are you still cool with her? No, I'm not cool with her. Why? Why wouldn't you be cool with her? In her freedom. Why are you in her freedom? Why are you not cool with her? When she was being charged, you were cool with her, but in her freedom, you're not cool. Why not? Shouldn't you be cool with her because you helped? No, I'm not cool with her. Why? Because we held her down. We fucked with her mental health. We tried to hurt her. That's what you did. And you got no problem with doing that, because you don't see that. Same way you talk shit and name drop Lauren Berry. The same way you say I'm a 6-string show and my channel's on life support. All these things that you spit out trying to hurt people, trying to cancel people, because you get a kick out of it, because you think you're powerful. But you're not. You're not. So your time's coming, buddy. And you're upset because we know where you're at. And that bothers you. That fucking bothers you.
I think he's worried that his channel's on life support. That's why he's worried, thinking yours is.
Well, like I said, he does it for the views. He does it for the views, man. That's why he'll all he does is he takes hot topics and he streams and he does slight little narrations. He takes phone calls and he doesn't care who's in his chat. See, I care who's in my chat. You know what I mean? I care for the most part. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna have, he looks at it as views. If he gets 1,000 people watching him, he knows at the end his stream's gonna end. When it maxes out the number, he'll probably get 15,000 views. That 15,000 views is a couple $100, maybe a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? And then you throw some Venmos in it, throw some Cash Apps in it, some Super Chats in it. You're making a couple of bucks. You do that 4 or 5 times a week, 30 days. You're making an income. You know what I'm saying? All the power to him. But there's no level of respect because he's doing it by saying Lauren Berry and by doing the drama.
Throwing dirt on names.
Throwing dirt and then fronting like he's not.
Right.
And then lying that he's not. And now he's got the new thing with the memberships. I'm doing petty streams. So they like that version of him. So he gets more members. The more members you become, the more you'll see this petty stream. So that's how he's doing it. He found a way. But the problem is his leader, his boss, doesn't want to do drama no more. So as long as he's around, that drama is all going to be a reflection of him. So
yeah,
they got to figure that out. Maybe start apologizing. Really start taking your
Me and
inventory.
Kevin were talking about something too earlier, that they were talking about all this crap about how what was it? You use your members only. Isn't it funny that they all of a sudden have all these members only? They're promoting all their members only.
Yeah.
Fucking hypocrites, bro.
Yeah.
Karen did fight the John O'Keefe. Most people would have just shown she didn't hit John O'Keefe. She pushed her defense to show the people in the house did it and run to do that. Exactly. And I mean, she's not wrong for saying what she said. And you guys have my heart. Thanks for this. No problem, Ruby. Becky G says this is how we do it at 4 a.m. for real. Norman dropping another 20. Y'all built being real for sure. Well, listen, guys. With that being said, Willie, it's not a threat, buddy. No one wants to hurt you. You're not worth it. But your conscience is your karma. And you said some fucked up shit, and you're going to have to live with that. And we're not going to forget what you said. And we're going to do that for Lauren Berry. You put her name in your fucking mouth, and we got questions. I go by the name of J.F.K.
I go by Kevy Kev.
And I go by Jay Brillon.
See you guys next flight. Peace and love, y'all.
On the street, smoking Indo, sipping on gin and juice.
Laid back. We're working. Too, yeah. I mean, my. We're working too, yeah. I mean, my man had to run across 3 lanes. We're working too, yeah.
I know. Where are the blankets? I don't see blankets.